Hello, 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 and welcome back to Chaotic 20, a channel where we share our love of D&D with you because, as the old saying goes, sharing is caring, except for STDs. As always, I am Ben, your DM, and I am joined by my lovely players. Hello, guys and gals.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Really, I should be saying, like, ladies and gentlemen, because today we are going to a ball. But before we can do that, just a quick recap. In the last few days before the ball, you came back to Bellgate and you went and saw Wanton Selby, who basically explained how the ball would go. It's going to take place at the Castle of Bellgate, of course. And your mission there is to spy on the dwarven guests. You had a few days to prepare yourselves, and you chose to go to see Madame Tussaud, the tailor, to have some outfits prepared for you for the ball. You also decided to do like a few things on your own. Benevolence, you tried to make some potion. And Dandelion and Zylrona, you thought it would be a good idea to try and find a bit more about what happened to your ship, the Witch King's Slayer. You discovered that the ship didn't actually sink. Zylrona, actually, you are pretty sure that it was teleported away by the big smoke monster that attacked you. That being said, you did find like a few bits and bobs of the old treasure in the water, but not that many clues except that the book was teleported away. The rest of the preparation, you didn't really do all that much. You didn't need to do all that much, but you did decide on a plan where Benevolence, you would go basically as yourself, but you would pretend to be part of the Von Himmet family, the Candlekeep branch. So you would be kind of an esteemed guest, I suppose, or at least part of the noble guest list. Dandelion, you will go as yourself, as in like completely as yourself, as Dandelion Blaystorm, the hero of Orbis. And Zylrona, you decided that you would be a royal guard for the evening. You will have to protect, or to help protect, I should say, the prince. But you will be undercover as a royal guard. And that's where we stopped. And we are going to join back immediately with Zylrona.
Just a question. Am I
Yes.
getting paid?
You are getting paid for the spying mission. There is a pay
I'm
involved there.
and working as a guard.
You didn't discuss a pay as a guard.
Completely past my mind.
I mean, to be fair to you, basically Walton told you that you should come to the castle as soon as you can on the day of the ball. Preferably, like, early afternoon, basically. The idea being that he's going to introduce you to the royal guard that is usually the bodyguard of the prince, so that you can get acquainted. And then the bodyguard himself is going to show you around the castle and tell you what you have to do for this evening. But yeah, that's what you know for now. And he's waiting for you right now. You know that he's at the back entrance of the Castle of Bellgate, and he's waiting for you to arrive to introduce you.
Well, I guess I'm going to the guy, meet the guy.
Yeah. Quick question. And it's more a question to Carolina than Zylrona. During the days just before the ball, after you went to Madame Tussaud, you had a few occasions to go back to do like some measurements and some little things to your outfit that she prepared for you. What does it look like? What is Zylrona wearing?
No, you can't ask something like that. I didn't. Oh, I'm not ready for this, but
You can't ask that to someone who's a fashion designer. Now she's going to
Yeah,
describe
I mean-
this very complex thing in her
no,
mind.
Zylrona isn't.
But you are.
So Carolina doesn't exist in this world. It's just
That's very
Zylrona.
true too.
So it just looks like. What are the other ones wearing? Wasn't it that we talked about? I think it
Well,
was.
there is kind of a uniform that they wear under their armor, but you could have anything you want, basically.
No, but I think that was what we talked about.
So it would
Yeah.
be kind of a long tunic and some breeches, which are basically they're like leggings but made of cotton, I guess. You could say
Yeah,
that.
I mean the thing is to not look apart from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
No problem.
safe.
You arrive at the castle. It's about like 2 in the afternoon, and you go to the back of the castle, which is about that you haven't seen yet. But it's basically it's a big gate. It's like the entrance, big gate. But this one is closed and it's guarded by 2 guards, 2 royal guards, who see you approach and ask you, "Can we help you, miss?"
Yes, I have an appointment. I'm here to work. My fellow guards.
Oh, you're the new recruit. I think Mr. Selby
Yeah.
said something about. Give us just a minute. We'll call him and see that you are the right person, and then we'll let you in, of course. One of them goes in, comes back like after a few minutes with Walton Selby himself, who says, yes, Zylrona, the new recruit. If you could come in, please. I'm going to introduce you to all the right people. We're going to see Roshan, who is going to be your superior for the night, I suppose you could say that. He's going to show you around, basically. And he brings you inside, and once you are kind of outside of earshot, he says, "Sorry about that. I had to, play the part.
It's
Everything
fine.
is okay. Everything is good. We're all ready to go."
Yeah, sure. Lead the way.
Well, I'm going to introduce you to Roshan, and as for the rest, it's going to be pretty much straightforward. And he brings you to the barracks, which is a small, almost like a mini keep, like castle, on the side of the castle. And that's where the royal guards go to, sleep and train and etc. When they're not on duty. He goes inside. He asks for Roshan. You can see like a lot of people, every possible, races and type of people you can think of. Some of them are in armor. Some of them haven't put the armor on yet. But after a few minutes, you see an half-orc. He's about the same age as Dariel, so like late 20s, 25, late 20s. Half-orc, sort of a dark green skin, very short hair, very black, jet black, short hair. And he goes, "So you're the new recruit from Kinwell?"
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Well, as Walton probably said, just going to show you around the castle, I guess. And as for the rest, well, we protect the prince. Someone approaches him, you tell them to, well, fuck off, but not. You don't
How
use those words.
close? How close until I do that intervention?
Well, no one is really supposed to approach any of the royals. So, I mean, use your best judgment. Try not to insult too many people, because nobles, they tend to be a bit. Well, wounded egos. That's not good for our business. So, but most of them know that they're not supposed to do anything. But just keep an eye out. Be vigilant. And if you see something weird, you tell me. If you have a doubt, you know. But it's pretty. I mean, nothing is going to happen, right? Not
Right.
tonight.
Yeah.
Of course.
Such a calm night, I know.
Yeah, I'm sure. And as you are talking, he basically brings you to the castle, which you have already seen. But this time he brings you to the west wing of the castle, which is on the right of the castle, basically. And he shows you the private area of the castle. And he explains that so on the ground floor is just like dining rooms and living rooms, that kind of thing. And if you go on the first floor, you've got like the ministers have their bedrooms there. And the second floor is where the king and queen and the princesses and prince have their own like bedrooms. And he explains that there are like various rooms that you don't really need to know about, but they're there like training rooms, that kind of thing. He also explains that in the basement of the West Wing, that's where you have the treasury and the armory of the king. And he insists on the fact that tonight this part of the castle will not be accessible to anyone. So if you see someone going towards that, you should mention it and you should stop them, or at least have one of the royal guards stop them, because no one is supposed to be around there.
So there won't be anyone here, but no one is supposed to be here anyways.
Oh no, it's going to be guarded, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we have guards inside the treasury. I mean, I'm not. Well, you're part of the royal guards now, so I guess I can tell you. We kind of have a special guest in the treasury. Like, I don't know, 3 guys or whatever brought something back from somewhere, and they put the thing there, and apparently like it's a big thing, so not actually extra
Oh.
guards. Yeah.
Can I take a look at it sometime?
Do you want to go to the treasury room now? I mean, I can show you. We've got some time before.
Well, if you don't mind, if we have time, I'd love to meet who is this new security measurement.
I mean, yeah, I could show you around. Yeah. It brings you down into the basement.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a long. It's a big basement that's basically as big as the castle itself. So it's absolutely massive, and you see it's just like big corridors, big rooms. And it brings you to a room at the far back, which introduces as the treasury room. And on the way, you can see that there are guards everywhere. They are in the corridors, just going around and making sure that everything is okay. But also, like at every door of every room, you can see 2 guards, and they do look when you arrive with him, they do look a bit suspicious. Like, okay, what's happening? But then Roshan just tells them to calm down, and that he's just showing you around. When you arrive at the treasury, so the doors are closed, obviously, and the 2 guards refuse to let you in, basically. One of them just says, I'm sorry, we have special orders. We can't let anyone in. Sorry. I think Mr. Priest is in there. He's working, so...
What a shame. I didn't exactly want to go in. I wanted just to meet everyone.
Yeah, no, I understand, yeah, but right now, like, he's working, and he doesn't like to be disturbed when he works, so, yeah.
Sure, so it's a priest? Is that it?
No, it's Ambrose Priest. He's the head of this storeroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's doing some shady things to protect the treasure?
No, nothing shady. He's just he's talking to a guest of ours. Yeah, just some work that he has to do. We don't know all that much. We just know that he went in there. He's been doing that for almost a week now.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, you learn about that sort of thing as you work, with the guards. You learn when and where you can go. Don't worry.
Okay.
Right.
Well-
have a nice evening, and welcome to the Royal Guards, I guess.
Thanks, and nice evening for you too.
It should be pretty calm, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Especially if you guys do your job, up there, and don't let anyone in. Should be fine.
Same.
Yeah. Well, have a good evening then. And
Okay.
Roshan brings you back up, and you go towards the room of the prince, where he's going to introduce you to the prince, and basically just tell you, a few things about the job. But before we learn more about this, Benevolence, Dandelion, which one of you is going first to the ball?
I think
Time
we had
progresses.
agreed that Benevolence would go first.
Benevolence wants to be there super early anyways.
She wants to be there early, but I think, Dandelion, you said that you wanted to arrive after
Yeah,
the dwarven
the
guests.
dwarves. They appear, everyone's like, the dwarves, and then Dandelion appears. And everyone pays attention to Dandelion.
Okay.
It's actually not going to be awkward.
It's not.
No.
Trust me, it's not.
Just as a reminder, the ball starts precisely at 7 p.m. You will have to divest yourself of any weapons that you might have at the entrance, and I mean you can get there before 7 p.m. but you won't be let in, basically.
I will get there before
you can
7 p.m.
Yeah, no, I guess.
Benevolence gets there at 5 p.m. and just waits for 2 hours.
They might not let you in, but okay.
I don't
and
care, I can
Dandelion-
just scroll around.
Yeah. Dandelion, just also as a reminder, you have no idea when the dwarves arrive.
But what we're going to do is I'm going to wait in a corner. And then Benevolence tells me when the dwarves arrive. And I get in when she tells me that the dwarves arrive.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Benevolence never tells?
I'm
Oh
okay.
my god, yes, I am imagining that.
You know what they say about the best laid plans. Okay.
Dandelion just
So
waits there
Benevolence.
for 2 weeks. Until they start thinking, wait a minute.
I think they already arrived. So anyway, Benevolence. At what time do you want to arrive at the castle for the ball?
6:30.
6:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Same question for you, Benevolence. Madame Tussaud made a dress for you, but you had a chance to make her do any modifications that you wanted to before the ball. So, what does Benevolence look like?
I don't think she would have made any changes. She doesn't really care about what she's wearing, to be fair. So I think what Madame Tussaud planned was for a long dress with Zylrona's eye color on the kind of sunset colors with like poofy sleeves. And for some reason, a corset that would enhance her cleavage, I would say, which is she's
Boobs.
probably very...
Boobs.
She's probably quite embarrassed by that, kind of trying to shove them down, but you can't because it's a corset, my dear.
Because it's there.
And also because it is there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and for the hair, I don't know. I guess she would have probably tried to make something a bit like maybe some braids and buns and kind of situation to try and look a bit more classy.
Okay.
Would I be allowed to bring my lyre?
Yeah, it's not a weapon.
Staff is a no-no, I guess, but
The staff, well, so let me describe to you what happens. At around 6:30, you reach the castle gates, and so you can go inside the courtyard. But you can see that before the castle itself, before the stairs that go up to the main entrance of the castle, you see little stalls, like market stalls. And behind each of those stalls, there is a royal guard. Most of them seem quite bored. And behind them, they have like weapon racks with little
Sorry, there.
wooden
What?
plaques.
I didn't
Weapon
hear.
racks.
Okay.
With where the weapon should be, there are little wooden plaques with numbers on them.
Like you put your umbrellas when you go to a party.
Yeah, pretty much. You gather that the idea is you go to one of those tents, you give your weapon if you have one, and they give you the little number and the little wooden plaque, and then you can bring your wooden plaque back, and they give you your weapons back. As you go in, there are a few people that are already there.
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression that's mostly like people like the ministers. You do see Ambrose just like talking to a few people in the courtyard. But yeah, you have the tents. The doors to the castle don't seem to be opened. Right.
No, I figured. I just wanted to be early. It's polite to be early.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I would have taken my staff, but I would probably have my father's butterfly knife
Okay.
under the dress.
Okay.
And if my eyes meet Ambrose's, I guess I will try and do a little discreet wave, being like, "Hi." I guess I would just, I would not.
Oh yay!
go
Because
quick.
Ambrose is great at social situations. He's going to
Do
react.
I make you roll
going
for
to
it is my
react
question.
very well to that.
Well, actually, Ambrose, you see that he catches your eye, catches your wave, and you don't know if he's waving back or if he's got a weird spasm that transformed into putting his hair back.
Oh,
He seems to have waved back.
cool. Ha,
You're not sure, but
I'll take it
but
as a
yeah. He seems to do it in a surreptitious manner because you're not supposed to know each other. And as you get closer to the tents, one of the royal guards, like very bored, royal guard, stands up and he goes, "If you have any weapons, you will have to deliver them onto me. I will give you a little wooden plaque, and then you can get your weapons back. Do you have any weapons on you?"
Does the lyre count as a weapon? I mean, I could smash someone's head with it.
He looks at you up
Everything
and down,
Everything is a weapon.
trying
Yeah.
to think about whether or not you could smack someone on the head with a lyre.
No.
And he goes, "No, I'll count that as an instrument."
Okay, then no.
Yeah. Are you sure? Because I'm going to pat you down.
Fuck.
Rude.
If you're uncomfortable with that, we have some female guards that can do it. It's fine.
I would like that, yes.
Yes, of course. He calls someone. It is another half orc. You haven't seen the half orc that was guarding the grove when Dandelion went there, but that's actually the same person.
Okay.
She comes and she says, "So, miss."
Oh, she's a
if
guardian.
you could
She's going
just-
to love the fact that I'm here.
If you could just put your arm up and
Yep.
keep them. Yep, get it up. Quick question: did you try to tuck the knife kind of out of the way, just in case of a pat down, or not?
I should have put it between my boobs.
I'm not. I can let you do it now.
Well,
Going
you
to be
see
a-
her. You see her move her dress, like gathering her dress.
No. What I mean is, we can say that that's what you did.
Retcon.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No, she's doing
give
that in front of
me-
the guards. Like, ignore me. Just like.
No,
Normally it's
no.
So you know, like that thing
It's
in like
against her thigh.
like that thing in Ip Man where you go to like
Okay.
be frisked, and the guards are like, "Oh yeah, but if you want to go past, you have to be frisked." And you're like, "Okay, then wait 2 seconds." And then you go behind
just going
something,
to
show the
remove all
neck,
my
show,
weapons,
yeah,
yeah.
show the gun away, and they come back. Okay, now you can frisk me.
Make me a sleight of hand check. to see
That's
if you manage
dexterity.
to sort of hide the thing.
Oh, it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Mhm.
Let me see how much perception they have, because I can't remember. I think they're pretty good. Oh, yeah. You said dirty 20?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Oh.
She pats you down. She does kind of a not half-hearted job, but you can see that they're bored. They're really bored. That's not exactly the action they signed up for. But she does seem to find the butterfly knife, and she retrieves it, and she says, "Oh, I think you forgot something."
Look,
We'll just no, don't worry. We'll just put that here, and you can get that back as soon as the party is over.
make sure not to touch it. It's cursed.
Well, it's a good thing I have a gauntlet then.
Yeah. No, but I mean, no one else. Like,
We all have gauntlets, and she shows you a hand with like massive blade gauntlets.
yeah, well, it's on you.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're used to that kind of thing. We can remove the curse for you if you want.
Well, no, because then what's the point?
Okay, that's a bit weird, but you know what? It's fine. To each his own, I suppose. And she puts the knife on the little stool, the little table of the stool. And the other guard puts it in one of the slots of the weapon rack, and he gives you a wooden plaque with the number 2 on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So does that mean I'm the second guest?
No, it's just that's the slot I chose. There's no meaning to it. Do you prefer? I don't know. Is there a number you prefer? I don't.
No, not at all. It's just that I was wondering.
Oh no, there's no. No. I think you're actually the first one. Like you're pretty early.
No, but it's polite to be early.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just that you'll have to wait half an hour before we open the doors.
Is there like a bench somewhere, or somewhere where Benevolence could sit?
Oh yeah, plenty.
Okay. Well, I'll just go there.
Actually, there's a little garden that you can see from where you are, which is on the side of the castle. It's a nice, lovely garden area. Lots of bushes and trees and things like that. Benches, a massive sundial, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I'll go there, and I guess I'll just, pluck the lyre a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pass
no
the
problem.
time. Look at people around me.
As you pass the time, you have to wait about half an hour.
Yeah.
You see a few people arriving, in groups of 2, 3, depending on their party size. And you see a lot of people doing the same thing you did, surrendering their weapon, being pat down, and then getting a little wooden plaque. You can see a lot of nobles, and they are all dressed with very fine dresses and costumes for the men. You see someone that you actually saw the first time you went to the castle to meet the king. If you remember, there was a big meeting before you could meet the king yourself, and you saw a lot of the ministers going out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also at that time a big man, quite tall, quite fat, big round belly, big round head, completely shaven, and a massive smile on his face. Like he was just happy to be there, and he looked like a priest of sorts. And you see that guy actually approaching the weapon rack. He is exactly the same, big. Big smile on his face. He just seems to be, beaming and happy to be there. He has the same priest robes on. They seem just slightly whiter and slightly, more fancy, but not that much. And he has a massive gold chain around his neck that goes almost to the center of his belly. And you can see it's interlocking hoops, like golden hoops. and some of them are actually medallions with a picture of a tankard on them.
Oh.
Yeah. And he just surrenders like a small weapon he has, which seems to be a big hammer, like warhammer kind of thing. Slides that towards the guard, gets a wooden plaque, and someone pats him down. And shortly after, you hear the doors opening, and you see Walton Selby at the top of the stairs saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, if you could proceed inside the throne room, where you will be announced, and we will wait for the arrival of our esteemed guest before we can proceed to the ballroom. Please come in."
Okay.
Do you come in first, or do you let some
Well,
people go in?
I will make my way to the gates because I was a bit I was a bit further away, so I guess I will not be the first to enter, but amongst the first. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have the biggest eyes and the biggest smile on my face right now because she cannot contain like her excitement.
Well, and understandably so, because as you enter, or rather, I should say, as you approach the gates, the doors, I should say, of the castle, you can peek inside, and you can see that it is spick and span inside. They've changed some of the chandeliers; they are just like gleaming with almost golden light. You can see lots of the servants have very luxurious livery on them, sort of a deep navy blue with a golden symbol on the chest to represent Orbis, the kingdom. Walton Selby himself looks resplendent in sort of a navy blue top and sort of black with a navy blue stripe on the side, pants, trousers. And as you start walking towards the main gates, the main door, you hear his voice as he's introducing some people. It just so happens that as you enter, the person just before you is the big guy, the priest, and you hear Walton say, "Lord Archbishop of Temple Church, Holden Alameda."
Oh no!
The guy, the big guy, the priest guy, enters, and you see a few people turning around. Some of the ministers who were already inside, turning around, nodding to him. There are like some polite claps for the guy, and he beams at them, and he goes to talk to some people. As you enter, Benevolence, you hear Lady Benevolence von Himmet of Candlekeep. And you see Walton tries to be discreet about it, but he kind of winks at you in a way. As you pass him and as he announces him, you see a lot of people turning around, looking at you.
Oh no!
And they seem a bit confused because they don't really know who you are. They do, kind of clap for you like they did for most of the others. Sorry.
I kind of wave my hands like no, while blushing like crazy, trying to look at everything but not anyone.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. To be fair, most of those people don't really pay attention to you after, they just clapped a bit for you. You get the impression that they think that if they don't know you, it means you're not important enough to deserve that much of their attention.
Good.
It's very much like social hierarchy is the most important thing here. So, but yeah, you are inside. You see a lot of ministers talking. You see Ambrose in a corner. You see Holden Alameda, who is already talking to a few people. And just like behind you, like some people are coming in. But you're in the throne room right now, and you see a lot of people just having little conversations as they are waiting.
All right.
Is there anything you want to do in particular?
No, I guess I'll just, walk around, like grab a
Mhm.
drink, look at the food.
So drinks are not served in this room.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be in the ballroom.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
think Morton told you, but I'm not
Probably,
sure.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
But basically, so you're not getting served drinks or food for now, but you are free to just walk into space and strike up a conversation with someone if you want. As you do that, could you make me a perception check, please?
While she's doing that, I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, we enter, we have to put the weapons in the thing in the beginning, right?
Yes.
And when are we announced? Right after that, or is it like still a bit?
When you enter the.
But it is right after we give the weapons.
Yes.
Okay. Just to know what I would.
I mean, if you give the weapon and then you immediately go inside the castle, which is what people usually do, you will be announced as you enter. If you give the weapon and then go and do something else.
No. Yeah, it's just I was just thinking, but if it's like that, it's fine. I'll just come later then. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
You are quite dazzled by the. It's not necessarily, decadent or anything, but it is opulent. You are among Orbis and Bellgate high society, and
I've
everyone
never really
looks.
been.
Yeah, it's not exactly your comfort zone, I guess.
Yeah.
And everyone looks really good, and you can see that most of them are wearing very expensive clothes, and even the castle looks resplendent because it's been cleaned, and clearly they've taken out like the most expensive stuff they have to put them on display. You see portraits that you hadn't seen in the throne room representing the royal family, the previous king. You do see a lot of guards around you.
Oh, do I see Dario?
Not yet, no.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye out for him.
Yeah, of course. But you do see a lot of royal guards all around you. You can see, so basically when you are in the throne room, it's a rectangular room. On your left and on your right, there are doors that lead to the wings of the castle. On your left, when you enter, it would be the east wing. On your right, it would be the west wing. You can see that the doors to the east wing are opened, even though they are guarded. And the doors to the west wing are closed, and they are also guarded. And you can also see at the very back of the room, so in front of you, you can see two double doors that lead to what you know to be the ballroom, which are also guarded. And you can also see, as you enter the central portion of that room, you have pillars, and in between the pillars, you have royal guards standing at attention. And you don't really see all that much except the razzle dazzle of it all, basically.
Okay.
But as you take this all in, behind you hear the voice of Walton Selby once again, who announces Dariel Priest, Knight of the Realm and esteemed member of the Royal Guard. And you see Dariel enter.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Dariel Priest, Knight of the Realm and esteemed member of the Royal Guard.
Okay.
And if you turn around to look at Dariel, you can see that as he enters and he hears how he's announced, he turns slightly to Walton with a half smile. And you can see mirrored on Walton's face. Like you feel
It's
like
weird.
this is. Well, you feel like it's kind of an inside joke between them.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of half smile at each other, and Dariel nods. And as you get in, you can see lots of people turning around, looking at him and nodding or like clapping for him. He seems, well known, obviously, but also well liked by people. Dariel himself, as you see him enter, he's wearing what I can only describe as a military uniform for ceremonies.
Cool.
It is like form-fitting to the extreme, and it's a big sort of square vest, which kind of like slims at the waist, and is a bit more sort of poofier at the shoulders. And he already looks quite square as a person, but it's making him look even squarer, if that's possible. It's a navy vest with you can see a golden chain going from a very thin but rigid collar, which seems to really it seems to stick to his neck, basically. And you see the golden chain going from the top button here to his shoulder. On the chain itself, you can see 2 medallions. One which has the emblem of the Royal Guards, and one which seems to be maybe a medal, some sort of military medal. So you've got the vest like that, form-fitting, quite slim at the waist. And then you've got sort of 2 panes of cloth, which stop at his mid-thigh, pretty much, which seems to be just a bit more ample, basically, for movement. And the thing is held together with a very thick and wide leather belt, sort of just like brown leather, like normal leather, with a golden sort of buckle. Belt buckle at the front, and then he's wearing just a very normal pair of trousers, quite red, like almost burgundy. Yeah, that's the color I'm thinking about. Yeah, almost burgundy, with a stripe on the side, which is also deep blue, like his vest, and then just like big boots, almost like combat boots, which look a bit. They look very good, like radiant. They are.
Is he armed?
He's not.
Okay.
No. He's not armed. No. And he just enters the space, and he seems to look around. And at some point, you can see him catching you in the corner of his eye. And he does that thing where he pretends he hasn't seen you.
Yeah.
And he goes to a few people, says hi. You see him having like quick conversations, and then he actually comes to see you.
Oh.
Yeah. He actually bows in front of you.
I will
seems
bow
to be
back.
trusting.
Or whatever women
Ye-
have done that I could have caught.
Most of them curtsy, but
Okay. Well,
you can bow.
Now I will curtsy.
So yeah, he bows. He bows to you, not at you, because that would be a headbutt, I guess. He headbutts you for 1d20 damage.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's a thick boy.
No, don't say that, please.
No, yeah, I know. So he bows to you, and he says, "I think I've heard you are from WaterKeep, Lady von Himmet. Am I right?"
Absolutely. My name is Benevolence. Nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you. And he presents his hand, palm up.
I will try to shake his hand. I know what he wants to do. Well, me, the player, know what he wants to do, but I don't think Benevolence got it. And so she's just gotta, go for a handshake. Yeah.
You go for the handshake, and he tries to take your hand to actually, kiss it, basically. And he sees the weird shake, and he looks at you, and he goes, "You're just supposed to give me your hand."
I'm sorry. There you go.
It's fine. He kisses your hand. You feel like there's a protocol to these kind of things, and that's part of it.
I must say, you might be a bit blunt, but you look dashing tonight.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. You too, of course.
Thank you.
So it's your first time in Bellgate, I'm guessing.
Absolutely. I've been here a couple days. It's a grand city. Kind of look a bit around, see if I'm speaking properly. It's pretty. It's pretty. I like it.
It is, yeah. It's very nice.
A lot of pretty people too.
Yes, I mean, especially tonight, I suppose. But
Yeah.
yes, a lovely city.
So you're a member of the Royal Guard. Are you off duty tonight? How come?
I am. Yes, I am off duty. I was offered the night, I suppose, to have a bit of time off.
Yeah, I'm sure you work a lot, so it will be great that you have a bit of time to enjoy yourself.
It's always nice.
Mm.
Certainly always nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Same. Save me a dance later, will you?
Yes, of course, yes.
I'm an excellent dancer. That's not true.
Yes, me too.
Great. Let's look awkward together.
I think I'm already doing that.
That's my middle name.
Anyway.
Ooh, it's hot. Phew. I could use a drink. You could really use a drink.
Oh well, it's going to be in the ballroom.
Right.
Where yeah.
Well,
I trust everything is all right, and well, I hope you have a lovely evening.
Well, thank you, and I will curtsy again. And as I do, I will try and whisper loud enough for him to hear me.
Mm.
You really do look good tonight. I hope the princess likes it.
He, as you curtsy, he clacks his heels, bows again, and I won't ask you a perception check. You're pretty sure he just blushed. And he just turns around and goes talk to someone else who is maybe less awkward.
Understood.
That's also Zylrona. It's very less awkward.
It's not there yet. As you finish your conversation with Dariel, you hear the voice of Walton again, who says, Ladies Digoria and Esteem von Himmet of Lakeshore. And you see two women coming in. One is a tiefling. She looks to be about 30 something. You're not sure exactly how old she is. A very simple dress. Not that colorful, to be fair. Kind of a dark red. She has kind of a purple gray skin, big horns that curl a bit at the end, and next to her, at her arms, basically, you see a human woman who seems to be probably in her 40s, like early 40s. Blonde, wearing a similar dress, and they just come inside. You see a few people nodding. They seem to recognize them. A few people clap, and then the two ladies nod and start going around having a talk with some people.
I'm sorry, could you repeat their names? I'm not sure I got them.
There is Lady Digoria.
Digoria.
Yes. And Esteem von Himmet.
Esteem, like the
yeah.
Okay.
Like
Esteem.
the virtue.
The virtue.
Esteem, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing who's who. Like maybe not actually.
No, you're
shut the fuck up. Your name is Benevolence, and you're not a tiefling.
I'm going to tell you in this case, even though you're not supposed to know, but Esteem is the tiefling, Digoria is the human woman.
Okay.
And they just do the same thing that most of them have done anyway, going around and having conversations, things like that,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything else you might want to do?
No, I won't. I won't try and talk to them just yet. I'll just keep an eye on them.
Mhm, yeah.
Curious.
Well, if you keep an eye on them, you can see that not unlike you, ironically, I won't say, they don't seem to be high enough in that sort of social hierarchy to be that much the center of attention.
Okay.
But you do see a few people talking to them anyway. But yeah, you feel like they are probably they are a big fish in a small pond where they come from.
Yeah.
And right now they are swimming in the ocean.
Okay.
And that's very visible.
Okay.
Especially the tiefling, Esteem, who seems ill at ease. I mean, like almost like she's going to throw up, basically, metaphorically.
Yeah.
But yeah, she doesn't seem to be too comfortable in that kind of situations. Digoria seems slightly more at ease, like she understands the rules and the unspoken rules of that kind of event. But yeah, if you keep an eye on them, they're trying to strike up conversation with some people. Just mainly that, basically. Bit of time passes, few more people come in. A lot of like minor ladies and lords. From time to time, you can sense that the person coming in is a bit more major in a way, because you can see that when you hear the reaction of the people when their name is announced. Until at some point, you hear Walton again going. Well, this one was given to me, so I'm sorry in advance. Bard extraordinaire and I can't say that. Eddie the Glorious.
Oh no.
And you see a young man, probably slightly less than 30, but it's hard to give him an actual age. Young man, purple skin. I actually need the image to not say something stupid. Sorry. I don't want to say something that he isn't.
I'm realizing that someone that wants to be called Bard Extraordinaire is going to be in the same room as Dandelion Blaze-Storm and his 100 millionth title, and I am actually thriving for this moment. I want these two to talk.
Wait, I can't find his. Oh no.
It will be
no.
funny.
I refuse
Oh
to
my
talk.
god.
I hope I didn't lose that because I need that. Come on. But yeah, no, he has. I can tell you that because I remember that.
Of course.
So, young man, purple skin. To you, he looks humanoid, but weirdly enough, he doesn't look human. There is something strangely alien to him. Obviously the skin color doesn't help.
Yeah.
But even more so, what doesn't help is the sort of massive crown of wood that he has around his head that seems to be sprouting from his forehead like horns. It looks like wood. It is colored at the end. He's put some color on it. And what also doesn't help is his appearance here. Is the sort of very colorful cloak that he's wearing, which seems to be a mix of, like, it's a patchwork cloak of purple and magenta or pink. And underneath that, he's wearing what I can only describe as It's kind of a tunic, but his cleavage could rival with yours. Because basically, because basically the thing stops below his belly button, so that his entire torso is exposed. And he struts in. You can see that he has pointy ears, but they seem to be clipped at the end, so he has forked ears. And as he struts in, and as Morton Selby says, "Eddie the Glorious," behind him as he enters, you hear like a chorus of angelic voices going, "Glorious!"
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yes! Oh my god, yes!
He takes the most exaggerated, sarcastic bow in front of everyone, just looking at him and clapping, because obviously that's a very famous person that entered. Some of them, there's one guy at the back that you hear like cheering and going, "Yeah!"
Already?
And you think, wait a minute, there's no drink being served. How is he already drunk? And you can see the glint of metal as he puts a little flask in his pocket.
Ooh, that was smart.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Here is Eddie the Glorious. This weird, like, purple skin, average height, maybe 30, maybe less, maybe more. Young man with dark hair and this weird sort of crown of wood around his head, which really seems to be coming from his forehead like horns.
Okay. Well, I will make a point not to look at him because I'm freaking out on the inside. I'm trying to have like poker face, Master actress. I've been with Dandelion for a week now, so learn from the best. But trying to like pretend he's not here and thinking how much I need to send a message to Solaris' brother to tell him you will fucking not know who I just met.
Okay.
You didn't
I can actually send you,
which is different.
So that's true.
I can actually send you the photo of the guy.
Yeah, then I'll put the thing in the video.
Glorious. God damn it.
That way you can
That's
also
amazing.
see him.
What an entrance.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, he has the entrance. Let's face it. But yeah. Eddie the Glorious himself just entered.
Okay.
And you see him going around. It seems this is his kind of thing. This is where he thrives. Because basically he likes attention. You can see that immediately.
Yeah.
And he's very happy about
What do
the
you mean?
reception.
That was such a contained entrance.
Yeah, it's such a contained entrance, and he seems very happy about like the little effect that his entrance has. You can see as he talks to people, you can see that he seems very sort of easygoing, and there's a bit of a mischievous charm about him, like a little twinkle in the eye when he talks to people, and there's always a bit of a cocky half smile on his lips. But weirdly enough, it doesn't feel cocky. It just kind of a the same smile you'd get once when your mate tells you a joke and you're in on the joke, but you're the only two that are in on the joke, and so you smile at each other. That's exactly the feeling that you get as it just like goes around. It is very like colorful jester coat with you can see that he has instruments strapped around his waist like weapons. He's got a flute, he's got a lute strapped to his back, and yeah, he's just going around making the rounds. Yeah. Anything in particular you'd like to do?
No, I'm just chilling.
So We'll just move on. Again, evening progresses. A few more people arrive. You start hearing like some rumors that, oh my god, maybe Eddie the Glorious is going to sing something for us tonight. Ooh.
Well, duh.
Yeah, that seems to be the general rumor and consensus amongst the guests. And before long, you hear Walton say, ladies and gentlemen, our honored guests, the Lost Dwarves of Sunder, Magus, Craven Mask, and his retinue. And emerging through the double doors, you see first a massive, almost 3 meter tall man.
That's not a dwarf.
That is not a dwarf. Who seems to... His skin seems to gleam in the light of the torches in the space in the throne room. Because as you look at him, you can see that he is pretty much naked, save for a sort of long loincloth to, hide the more precious parts.
The ice, yes.
The ice, yes. He has a horned helmet, so that you can't see his face. But the rest of his body is pretty much entirely naked. But it seems to be covered in some sort of metal. And it feels like someone has poured liquid metal on him, and the liquid metal formed a second metallic skin around his own skin. But it's extremely form-fitting. It doesn't let much to imagination. I would ask you either perception or arcana check, please.
Oh fuck.
While you do that, I'm going to send the image for that guy.
You said perception or arcana?
Yes.
Well, I'll do arcana because it's higher. 19.
19?
Yeah.
As you look at him, and you see this weird, like, metal exoskeleton, you think it's moving. You think it's liquid. It's still in a liquid state, which is entirely impossible for metal. Because once you applied liquid metal and it decreases in temperature, technically it should harden, and the guy couldn't move if that was the case. But this metal is clearly magical. It's some weird symbiotic liquid metal that is on top of him. He enters in the space, and there is an aura of extreme violence around him. Something utterly like aggressive about the guy. But he steps to the side, and behind him, you see two people, arms in arms. One is a Duergar who seems slightly emaciated. He has very pale skin, bloodshot, almost pink eyes, in a beautiful kind of wizard robe kind of deal. He seems weirdly physically weak in a sense, but there is an impression of immense power that comes from him. And at his arm there is what you guess is a dwarven woman. And I say you guess because you can't see her face, as it is hidden behind a porcelain mask. Quite reminiscent to if you've seen Venetian masks for the carnival. Kind of the same thing. and just like that weird complete mask that hides everything completely, her face. She has long red hair, done in a braid, kind of a weird long dress, slightly open, so that you can almost see one leg jutting out from there. The same sort of pale skin as the man. And behind them you see 4 other dwarves who are all wearing the same sort of uniform, which seems to be like a big traveling cloak made of leather, hood up, and they all seem to be masked as well. So you can't see their face. And they are all like carrying bags and things like that as they enter. You see everyone turn around, look at them, and there is a moment of awkwardness, like they don't really know what to do with that, especially the 3 meter tall naked man. That's a weird thing, but they nod and they clap for a long time as those guys enter. And on this note, Dandelion.
What Dandelion Benevolence has to tell me? If she doesn't tell me.
Yeah, true.
Oh wait, if I'm in the entrance, wait, did they come through the entrance, like with the weapons and whatever?
Yeah.
Well, then I saw them. Then I saw them like get in. I was like close to the entrance, anyways. So Benevolence, you can tell me anyways. But as I see them get in, I see that big dude, of course, and then I see the dwarves, and I'm like, okay, these are like the guys. You can conclude that. This is not like a normal thing. And so I go right after them.
So I would say this before you go. So you did see them arrive since you were in the courtyard. You probably did see them arrive. They arrived in a weird triangular, very thin, black thing. Ship, basically. Yeah, a spaceship, basically. Which really just looks like a shard of black glass, like a shard of obsidian. That seems needle thin at the end, at the point, and that just like juts out into a triangular kind of shape. That thing just landed in front of the courtyard, basically, in the middle of the street. And you saw those guys coming out of a door that you couldn't even see, and coming into the courtyard, and the spaceship left. You saw them approach the guards. You saw the reaction of the guards when they saw the 3 meter tall dude. But they gave away their weapon. That guy, the big guy, had a massive greatsword. Magus himself didn't seem to have any weapon on him. Same for the woman. She didn't have anything on her. But you did see the dwarves. They gave up just like kind of a short sword each, and then they entered the castle. And as you follow them, you see that Walton is almost ready, like to go, because that's when the king and the queen will arrive. Now that
but wait, I assume I have to leave the weapons.
Oh, yeah,
I try and hide like my daggers.
Oh yeah, of course. Make me a sleight of hand, please.
20, not natural. 20.
What do you try to hide on your person?
With this, okay, how are you doing this? Can I choose something, or are you going to roll for it?
The thing is, if you try to hide a rapier, that's going to be hard. If you try to hide a dagger, that's fine. It's hidden.
Fine. I'll try and hide 2 daggers. One in my braid, like it's helping put it together. Like I hide the blade part, and it seems like something putting the braid together. And another one, I don't know, in my boots. I don't have boots. In my ankles or whatever, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Obviously, you've done that before. You've come to the castle.
I saw that the people were like putting the weapons, so I was like, okay, I'll put the rapier and the thing, just so they are like, if they put something, and then I'll keep the daggers.
Yeah, no problem. They take your rapier, give you like a little wooden plaque. They do pat you down just to make sure that you have nothing on you, but they do not seem to find the weapons that you hid on you, the little daggers, and they let you go in. And yeah, as you come in, you can see that Walton was almost ready, like just to go because that was his cue, basically. But he sees you entering, and you see him rolling his eyes, looking at his little like notes, and announcing the belated Dandelion Blazestorm, hero of Orbis, and at his request, the Witch King Slayer.
There. Send a message to Benevolence Fireworks. And I enter in a very flamboyant way, waving to everyone.
If Benevolence wants to do the fireworks, which she might not.
Sorry, I sent you guys a message. Bathroom break.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's why I was. I tried to make it fast because I was like, maybe they want to do the prestidigitation thing, which I want to do. But so do you mind if you tell me what I just missed? Did you enter?
I entered.
Okay,
yeah. Sorry.
It's what I'm about to do. I just entered and I sent you a message saying Benevolence Fireworks, and I start entering with my like very flamboyant way and waving to everyone.
Sure. I will cast. I will try to cast prestidigitation because I do not have my arcane focus with me, and she doesn't.
Yeah, but it's a cantrip.
I know, but she doesn't. She's never tried to cast it without the orb, so she doesn't know if it's going to work.
And I also signal Velvet to go around, flying around to make it look cooler.
Okay. In this case, because you want to make it harder for yourself, which I like, make me like a straight. Well, you cast your spell with charisma, so make me a straight charisma check. And add, actually, no, you know what? D20 plus your spell modifier.
Oh.
Sorry. Spell attack modifier, yes.
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dandelion.
Oh no, come on.
As you enter, you say fireworks to Benevolence in her head, I'm guessing, using the earring of message.
The earring, yeah.
Behind you, you see like little rays of light doing kind of a sound as they go up and exploding behind you, showering you in immaterial sparks. And you've got red and blue and green and yellow and like all kinds of colors. Those are the ones I know. That's it. Just showering you in sparks. And yeah, Velvet just flies around you in all of this, and you see a lot of people turning around and clapping, like they did for most people who entered. Some of them nod at you. They seem to maybe not recognize you because they don't necessarily know you, but at least they recognize the name and they know of the history. You've just entered. You do see a few people starting to talk, and you think they're talking about you.
Good. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. You can see that there is a weird purple man.
I saw him enter, I guess, when I was waiting in the entrance.
Maybe, yeah, you could have. I mean, some hours passed between his entrance and the dwarves, but.
I've been just there waiting for the dwarves.
In the corner.
Wow.
Yeah, the guards probably were like, "Do you want to enter?" And I was like, "Nah, not yet."
Yeah. That's fine. Well, you see that dude looking your direction and like nodding at you, like he likes, professional to a professional, basically.
Yes.
He likes your entrance, so he bows. Again, in a very exaggerated and kind of sarcastic manner, but he bows. But yeah, and you do see Benevolence, and you do see the dwarves in front of you.
Do I know
and,
the guy? Do I know any of them? I know like some time has passed, but they age.
You know Magus.
Magus, yeah, right. That's the one I
leader.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, he turned around and he saw you and he nodded at you. He seems to also have recognized you.
Yay.
Anything you want to do?
I wouldn't think so. I would sit on the table, but like I have to wait for the king, or else it's rude. It's just,
No problem.
just to go to the king's table and sit, feet on the table.
Well, you can't see the king's table yet. You're not in the ballroom.
Yeah, I'll just I don't know, get something to drink and just stay
Again,
around.
nothing to drink here.
Oh, okay, then I'll just stand around, I guess.
Okay. Just standing around awkwardly. Okay. I did my entrance now. This time. Actually, it doesn't take too long.
I know
You
the
see
king.
Walton
I know
going-
the king's like coming right after. So
Yeah. Well, you see Walton going towards the west side of the castle, probably to tell the king and queen, etc., that they can come down. And after about like 2 minutes, you see the king and queen coming down, hand in hand. And behind them, you see 3 people, the 2 princess and the prince. And behind all of them, you see just like a small army of guards. One of them being your good friend Zylrona, behind the prince, and right next to our folk that you don't know. And you hear Walton saying, "Their Majesties, King Ayoade the First of Orbis, Queen Lodoris of Orbis, Princess Similia of Orbis, Princess, I can't write my own writing. Sorry, Princess Silmis of Orbis, and Prince Arthos of Orbis." And the entire room just erupts into clapping and cheers for the king and queen and the princesses and the prince as they come into the throne room. And the king takes a step forward and says, "It is my great pleasure to welcome you all here today for this evening of polite and contained revelry, I hope. And it is a pleasure to welcome our esteemed guest, the long-lost sons and daughters of Sunder. To you all, welcome. To the dwarves of Sunder, welcome back. I hope you know that Orbis will welcome you home, as it is also your home. But
I think you just park it somewhere, anywhere.
before I drag this speech on, many people here know that this is not my specialty. I will ask all of you to reconvene in the ballroom behind the throne room, where drinks and food will finally be served. We will show our guests their quarters for tonight, and we will reconvene in about 5 minutes in the ballroom, if you could make your way there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the castle, welcome to the ball. People clap, and you see that Walton and a few servants approach the dwarves. Magus and the woman and his big bodyguard, the big guy, approach the king and queen, and they seem to start discussing as the other dwarves follow the servants and Walton towards the east wing. Towards, you can see through the doors, they seem to be going towards a staircase that leads to the first floor of the east wing, where their bedrooms seem to be. And the king, the queen, etc., go through the doors at the back of the throne room into the ballroom, and you can see lots of people starting to follow suit to go into the ballroom. And the ballroom is basically, it's a rectangular room. You just have to. Sorry, I need to change the. Sorry, I forgot to do that. So, massive room. You do have to go up some stairs to get into the ballroom. Trying to center it a bit. Like this.
Your autism is showing.
Sorry?
Your autism is showing.
Yeah, I know. Shh. Don't need to know. But yeah, you all file in. You all file in, and you appear in this space. Big rectangular room. You see a lot of fireplaces. There is a band in one corner. So here at the top of the image and here at the bottom, you have bands. Just like playing a little tune. And there are like a few tables that you can't see on the image. I forgot to put them on. Just like tables with food and drinks, and you also see servants actually going through the guests if people want to have a drink. And the king and queen go towards this bench here, have a seat, and with their esteemed guests. You can see that the bodyguard of Magus's bodyguard, the big guy, stands behind, and then the princess and the prince, etc., sit on another bench to have their own little thing. With Zylrona, right behind them. Of course.
Zylrona broke the map.
Yeah.
Where do I sit?
I don't know.
I thought I had to sit
You
like
must
close
sit.
to the king because I was a special guest.
Well, you can get like around here. Maybe. Yes, you can. And then you just see like people finding in, going around, grabbing drinks. You see some people approaching the musicians playing. You see Eddie doing his own thing, going around, talking to the people. And he also approaches the musicians, just to listen to what they're doing, basically. But yeah, the ball is in full swing.
I want to check if the big guy hid some weapons anywhere. If I can see any weapons on him.
The big guy who isn't wearing any clothes.
Yes.
Oh, you never know. You
Make
never
me a
know.
perception check.
You never know.
Yes, that tunic. I don't trust it.
How will they know?
13.
13. You are not sure.
Oh my god.
Not entirely sure.
But
There could be a world where potentially he has hidden a weapon on his person.
Between
Don't
his
think
ass
it is this
cheeks.
His ass cheeks, yes. Like the
Don't think
scene,
it is this world.
like the scene in Wonder Woman where she has that dress and just has the sword on the back.
with a sword.
Apparently nobody notices.
Well, I mean, you can go around and look at his back. He has like a half cape on one of his shoulders.
Aha! So he's not completely naked.
I never said he was completely
No,
naked.
yeah, but there's no mention
Said
of a
almost
cape.
naked. But no, yeah, you don't think he has any weapons on him. It doesn't seem like it anyway.
Fine. Is the king talking to the dwarves, or is everyone still settling down?
Most people are still kind of settling down. If you listen to what the king and the Magus are talking about, they're just like exchanging pleasantries. Just like the classic. Has the travel been good, and how is it going up there in the mountain? That kind of thing. Nothing, big. You do hear just like a conversation about like the kingdom and how much Orbis has changed in the last 25 years, basically. Could you make me a perception check, please?
15.
15. As you look at Magus, you remember him as a rather young dwarf. And you know for a fact that he was young. 25 years have passed, but when you look at him, it looks like 70 years have passed. He looks way, way older than he should.
Especially for a dwarf.
Especially for a dwarf. He is emaciated. He seems very diminished physically, and more importantly, he looks weirdly lopsided. Like something isn't completely balanced.
Yeah, the stroke. Okay.
Well, not exactly. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Not exactly. It's the hands. They don't fit.
I'm sorry, what?
The hands don't fit?
Mm-hmm. One of his hands seems normal. The other seems bigger than it should be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's from masturbating too much.
Oh, that.
You're not there. You don't see.
I'm not here. Jesus.
I mean, Kat, you looked at him, or is it something that's not that noticeable from far away?
It's hard to see from far.
Oh, okay.
It's subtle, and because you're pretty close to them.
And I wait till he starts getting closer.
Actually, Magus addresses you, and he says, "I was very surprised to see you again, Dandelion."
Oh, hey. Yeah. So, hi. How's it
Hi.
going? You.
Good.
Is it?
Very good.
Good?
Yes. Well, I think last time you saw us, we were
In space, yes.
in space. Yes, kind of lost, I suppose. Since then, we have made some modifications to. I don't know if you remember the inside of the mountain. It wasn't exactly. Well, it wasn't the best, but we've made some modifications. Quite nice now. Actually, find out how to make it work. So
It kind of
it's
worked
pretty
before.
good now. It did, but not at its full potential.
Okay.
It's the case now.
What? Is it because of the crystals? Did you use the crystals to power the mountain differently or something?
Oh no, there was a forge at the very heart of the spaceship, and we found it and we found how to make it work, and we kind of unlocked the full potential of it. You should come and visit one of these days.
Sounds great. Just, did those modifications kind of took a toll on you? Because
No.
you seemed sick a bit. You okay?
I've been traveling through space for a quarter of a century. Coming back is it's a bit strange, disorientating in a way. I'm sure I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Okay, just a weird question. Were you the weird voice in everyone's head? Like a couple of weeks ago. Week ago?
Yes.
2 weeks ago? I don't know.
About a week.
A week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a week. Yeah.
So, do you like that? You want to kill the gods? Is that your thing now? Is that your deal?
Oh God, you're blunt.
Well, he did say it directly in my head.
Well, I wouldn't. I might have spoken from a place of anger. But what I'm trying to convey is the idea that maybe we don't need the old primal gods.
Or any of them.
At least the minor gods, as some people call them, have the decency of doing something for their followers. That's all, that's all I'm after. Just righting some wrongs.
It's very cryptic.
I'm sure. As you are talking, the really big man who is wearing priest robes actually approaches you. Seems to be invited to kind of the main table.
So everyone's invited to the main table, so it stops being special.
He sits down next to, on the other side, basically, of Magus and his woman. You don't know if she's his wife or whatever. You're not sure who she is, but he sits down on the other side, and again he's beaming. He seems to be very happy to be here, and he says, well, I wouldn't be so quick to judge the old gods. Some of them are.
I'm already eye rolling at this.
Well, some of them are just they're just doing their best. They're just
Okay, I
living their
already
best
see where this is going. So, why don't we all agree that the gods are bad and we worship someone else? That may be cool. And may have found the Fountain of Youth at some point.
Dear boy, we have plenty of gods to worship. I mean, myself, I am a follower of the drunkard, as he's called, and I think if you go around the minor gods, as our friend here called them,
Eavesdropping's not cool. Nobody was talking to you.
well, I am not eavesdropping. I'm just part of the same table.
There's the rogue.
Look, the minor gods, I do agree with you on that point. The minor gods, they do have the advantage of being more present in our lives. And it is true that the primal gods tend to be rather absent, I suppose.
Oh my god, I'm eye rolling so much on the inside and thinking, why am I going to get dragged into a god's discussion?
Well, you're the one who asked.
No, I didn't say it. I'm thinking it.
No, I know. But yeah, so I think, why not all live in peace and have a drink? That's pretty much what my god would recommend, I suppose.
Side question. If you guys return, are you going back to Sender? Are you going to park your mountain there?
We'll see. We might want to return to Sender, yes.
Can you talk to the Adventurers League there?
Oh my god.
Because they owe me money.
No.
We are friends! I mean, friends may be strong. We know each other.
I wouldn't exactly say that we are friends, but...
I corrected myself. We know each other. Fine, I'll just go there. When I visit your mountain, you can go there and talk to them. Because of the cat with the tuxedo.
It is not my mountain, it is ours.
Okay, Lennon.
I was talking about the dwarves.
I know.
Person that isn't in this conversation.
I had the Bugs Bunny meme.
The Bugs Bunny meme, yeah.
Oh god.
Dandelion, I do remember what you did for us. I do remember that you and Nissa and Ren were friends of ours.
Yes.
I do remember it. We do not forget our friends.
And yet, you won't speak to the Adventurers League to give me my
I'm sure
money.
you can do that in your own time. I am rather a busy man.
And what do you want? Do you need help? Nissa has disappeared, and Ren has disappeared. Do you think if I help you, I can find them?
I don't know.
But I need to know what you want. So does the king. It was very weird. Sorry, what you
I
said.
said what I wanted. I was very clear.
I think we have different definitions of clear.
I said that in our travels, we discovered a few things about how this world works. We discovered that some things needed to be rectified. And all we want is to come back, reclaim our home that was stolen by the devils and the demons.
They're all dead. I killed them, and Ren, and
I
Nissa,
know.
and everyone else. But mostly the three of us.
I know. Yes. But yeah, that's all I want. I just want to be allowed to present my case and do some good, I think.
That's doing some good imply killing a lot of people.
I certainly hope not.
Well, you hope not, but that's not a no. You know that the way you're talking, seem like a Bond villain, and that's weird.
What's a Bond? Mr. Bond.
Also, side question: when to address the elephant in the room, your hand is weird. But what I've seen other people with weird hands, and it wasn't good. What is that? Is that the problem? Is that related to your whatever thing you want?
That's a story for another time, Dandelion. As you are having this conversation, the dwarves that were sent to their private quarters to drop off their bags come back. The two of them just put themselves on either side, basically, of the bench, on either side of Magus, behind the bench, and just stand guard here, next to the really, really tall person. And you see like a few people. Some have started dancing, and the king and queen turn to Magus and say, "Well, if you care to enjoy the ball, but feel free to go around, grab a drink, have a conversation with some of our guests. Well, certainly do the same. And well, I hope we can have a private chat one of these days. I think we have a few things to discuss, but I will renew what I said in the message I sent you, which is that we certainly hope to be friends, or at least friendly to one another. That would be beneficial for everyone, I think. Have a good evening." And you see basically people stand up and start like dispersing in the space and like collecting drinks. Some people are already dancing, some people are just talking, and there are like high tables where you can just like stand up with your drink and have a talk if you don't want to dance. And they seem to just like be going through the crowd with their bodyguards following behind. Do we mind if we take a break now?
No.
No,
might
sure.
be one.
Yes.
Cool. You see, everyone is starting to like go and mingle and just go around like fetching drinks and things like that. Zylrona, I forgot to describe the prince to you that you are bodyguarding. Prince Arthos, who currently is bored out of his mind and wants to be anywhere else but here, is a 14, 15-year-old tiefling.
Oh god.
I already hate him.
Oh no.
Blue skin, very straight horns going like up and slightly to the back, towards the back of his head. Very sort of dark hair with a bit of a blue hue to it, like his father. You can see that he is in this awkward teenager phase where he's trying to grow a beard like his father. His father has like quite a bushy beard. But in his case, it's more like, a bit of fluff, and it's very patchy. It doesn't suit him very well right about now, but it's fine. He'll probably grow it someday. He is about your size.
Oh god.
He's about your size, but you can feel that he's probably going to grow quite a bit more. You can see that he has this weird thing where his limbs seem slightly too big for his body. And you feel like, his body hasn't yet completely, reached the same point as his limbs. Like, it's weird. And he's got his deep man voice, but you can hear the crack from time to time when he talks. He seems to be a decent young man, but yeah, he doesn't like being in that sort of environment. And Roshan did tell you that he's young. He's a young lad. Like, he's 14 or 15. Obviously, that's not. He's a bit bored. Like, that's a ball. It's. But next to him, you can see his two sisters, Similia, who you had already seen, who brown skin like her father, hair that she has done in a bun, which makes her look slightly older and more severe, but it kind of offsets the sort of very roundish and young-looking face that she has. And you can see that Princess Silmis, sister, they are clearly sisters. That's very evident. She has the same sort of roundish face, same brown skin with like a bit of a reddish hue to it. But she has a mane of curly hair, basically. That's almost as big as her head. And she seems a bit more, like, Similia seems a bit reserved. Silmis seems to be the feisty one, She seems very much outgoing and confident. And you see all three of them like standing up and also going, mingling around. And you see a few people trying to come to talk to them, mainly to the two princesses more than to the prince. But you feel like, that obviously in that type of thing, they will get swamped by people who absolutely want to talk to them, because you never know what you might get if you talk to them. But Prince Arthos doesn't really like try to mingle too much. He seems to stay next to you and Roshan. You did see, like, during the afternoon, Roshan and him seem to be quite close. A bit of a like big brother, little brother kind of thing going on. Well, obviously, Roshan spends a lot of time with the prince. He has to. So, obviously, that relationship is not just like bodyguard and a client, so to speak. But yeah, no, Arthos turns to you and says, so,
Oh yes, yes.
Zylrona?
Oh god, yes.
I won't be able to maintain this voice for very long. I'm just saying
Have
it
faith.
now.
Have faith. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
I haven't spoken like this since I was 11, so you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I really like your hairs.
I twitch them. Thanks, my prince.
Don't call me that. It's weird. Hey, do you want to dance?
I'm on duty.
Oh, come on.
Can't dance. I look panicked at Roxanne.
Roshan intervenes. And he goes, come on, you know that's not possible, Your Highness. And Arthos goes, well, if I'm Your Highness,
Oh no.
I should be able to command you, right?
Oh no.
It
So,
doesn't really work
as the
like
prince,
that. No.
I command you to dance. Please?
Oh my god, I can't. Wait, okay.
I'm bored.
And you want me to dance like a
With me?
puppet?
Nah,
Like a clown? With you?
I just gotta dance.
If it's your...
Come on, it's going to be fun.
I adopt that. But I guess I can try, Your Highness.
Do you try and dance?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask you for
The roll! Yes!
Yeah. So two solutions here. Either you go for dexterity acrobatics, which would make sense because it's a dance, it's supposed to be gracious and etc. You could go for strength athletic if you're trying to do more of a wrestling dance than a dance. You tell me. I'm not going to tell you what he's going to roll. He's going to roll something.
Wait. You said...
Either dexterity acrobatics or strength athletic, depending on how you want to dance. How aggressive you are when you dance.
I want her to be very aggressive, but at the same time, I really don't. I want her to be very awkward.
Uh-huh.
Okay, wait.
Go
Oh, yes! Anyways, it's a failed! It's a 1! So...
Ooh. Well, the prince isn't going to help you very much because he just rolled a 7. So basically what he does is like he takes your hand and it doesn't really go towards the center of the room because you can feel that he's not too he's a bit awkward like around people. You can sense that like that's not his thing really. But you know, he just tries to dance with you and it's more it's just like he's being silly, basically. You know, he's a 14-year-old and he's being silly. He.
How old am I, anyways? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I think it's 20 something. So I don't remember.
22. I forgot.
It does walk on your feet a few times. And there's this weird moment where he doesn't know where to put his hand. You can feel that he doesn't want to be disrespectful, basically. Like he doesn't want to be disrespectful, but it's a bit awkward. And he does step on your feet a few times while you dance. On your side of things,
Zylrona is just standing there.
it's not so much a dance as you are basically like almost shaking him around.
Yeah.
You know, it's slightly forceful. Some people might not
poor
call that a
boy.
dance. Some people might call that physical abuse. But It's on a minor, so it's fine, probably.
Oh god.
I didn't say that. We will
You're
not
you're
get it,
picking
and
him up and showing him around like the Hulk does to Loki in the Avengers
basically
movie.
just like shaking him around a bit. To your credit, is laughing because he really didn't care about dancing. He just wanted to do something.
Yeah.
So he's laughing about it. But yeah, it's a very awkward and not very particularly subtle dance. At some point, Roshan comes in and goes, "Well, I think that's enough, Your Highness. Maybe we could get something to drink, yes? And let's pause.
Maybe you two should dance
catch our breath
and kiss.
I was gonna suggest something else, but well.
In my mind, they're a gay couple now. Sorry.
Roshan and
Yes.
and the kid.
Yes.
He is 14.
The Roshan
Yeah.
who is 30 something and the prince.
Well,
Yeah.
we've all
He's
watched.
14.
We've all watched Black Butler. We know that.
I
We love
haven't.
grooming in this place, okay?
I haven't, and I will continue not to.
Granted, well, no, let's not go into. Sorry.
No,
Let's not go into it.
No,
Let's
no.
No, yeah.
no rabbit holes today.
No.
Because you're a Harangan.
Oh my god.
Rabbit holes? No, okay. But yeah, no. So yeah, Roshan intervenes to try and save you from the prince. But Arthos, the prince, kind of does a curtsy, like a weird curtsy, and he says, "Thank you, milady. Shall we have a drink?"
Oh,
And he goes towards the table with the drinks.
sorry, I don't understand. Who is he talking to? Zylrona?
Zylrona, yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's just being, he's just being facetious.
Drunk Zylrona.
Oh no.
Please.
I'll say this: there are some soft drinks on the tables. There's also a lot of alcohol.
Okay, big sight. And I follow after them.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I stay away from the alcohol.
Understandable.
I'm on a job. I'm working.
You see, Roshan follows you, and he kind of whispers at you, like, "Well done. That was well done. That was well managed."
What was nothing? Nothing.
Well, it's just, sometimes we have to do that kind of thing. I suppose that's the beauty of I don't know, working with teenagers. It's weird.
I see. Well, can
Anyway,
I do a
let's get a
perception
drink.
check? If I don't know what people are talking around.
As you are going around.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Make me a perception check.
Okay, so it's a dirty 20.
30-20?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. As you are going around, you see, obviously, like, just a lot of people having, like, little conversations. You have to, like, avoid the dancers, who most of them are not, like, particularly talking about anything. They're just dancing. You do hear two ladies. You didn't hear their introduction, so you don't know who they are, but it's a tiefling and a young tiefling and a slightly older human woman. And the tiefling seems to be saying that, like, she doesn't want to be here, and that, oh, Tigoria, why would you bring me these things? You don't like it. And Tigoria says, well, it's part of the, of being a noble. You knew that when you came into the family. I mean, sometimes we have to make an appearance. By the way, I've heard that we may have a cousin present here. So,
Oh.
find her and get acquainted. Who knows? Yeah, I wasn't that the Candlekeep one he made or something like that? Yeah, I think so. Which is weird. I don't remember having that much family in Candlekeep, but the Von Hemit can be quite big. So, yeah, maybe we should find her. And they start looking around, trying to see if they can recognize the von Himmet that I'm looking for. You keep on going. You pass by Eddie, the Glorious, who is talking about like a wild story, like something that he did when he was younger. He says, and how he defeated a dragon using the power of his voice and his sick lute solo. You are not sure the story is true. You think the dragon part is true, because he seems to be able to describe a dragon in great detail. But you don't know if he defeated him with a sick solo or not. Interestingly enough, as you pass Eddie, you catch a whiff of his perfume, of his scent, I should say. And it is something you recognize. It smells of a meadow in summer when the trees are in blossom and the flowers are in blossom. Just a sweet, almost sickly scent that seems to come from him. There's also a faint smell of fruit in there, and you realize that that scent is very familiar to you because this is the scent of a specific place.
Oh.
A specific place that you know. And that specific place is the Feywild.
Oh.
He literally smells of the Feywild.
Oh.
But you continue going towards the table with the drinks.
But I just drop a major backstory thing. We continue to the table, Zylrona. What kind of drink do you want to have? Are you fucking serious?
Just ignore that.
Continue to the
Move on.
table.
Oh my god!
Continue to the table. You can see that the big fat man is there, the Lord Archbishop of Temple Church, with like his big chain with like medallions with tankards on it. And you see that he has a massive tankard of ale in his hand, and he's necking it, like he's trying to, I don't know, he's just necking it, bottoms up and all that. You can see like his cheeks are getting like rosier as he's drinking, and he's just like talking, babbling away with some people. You don't know if they're listening to him. But he's talking basically about his god and how the drunkard is probably the most fun of all the gods, because it basically just, his thing is to drink and party and eat as much as you can. And he says, and as you can see, I am a very good member of that church. And he slaps his belly and takes a second tankard of ale, bottoms up. But yeah, you are at the table with the drinks. You can see that the prince is trying to get a glass of wine, and Roshan kind of taps him on the hand, and he goes for like an orange juice or something like that, and and he drinks his orange juice.
Well. Are you more entertained now, Your Highness?
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
Why won't you
I
talk
could
to
drink
the
like
guests?
one glass of wine. That would be fine. I'm 14.
Yes, you're 14.
Just one?
Maybe half.
Oh, really cool.
but we'll have to get through your other guards. As if he's not staying just right there.
Roshan is just next to you. He is, by the way, like compared to you, he is towering. Like the guy is about 1.80 or something, you know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like bulky. He's got more like the physique of a dancer in a way, like very thin. But he's a good way bigger than you are, and he's like looking down at you like, come on, not you. But he says, fine, half a glass. Don't let your father see it. I mean, His Majesty, the King. And the prince takes half a glass of wine, and he seems very happy about that. Maybe a bit too happy. But yeah, what do you guys want to do? Like, everyone is mingling. Some people are dancing. You can see Dariel is talking to a few people. Weirdly enough, Dariel is in a group of people talking to them, and right behind him, kind of on his left, on the diagonal, the princess is talking to another group. And from time to time, you can see them like looking at each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are just mingling.
Well, I'm observing when I can. The Eddie the Glorious.
Yeah, no problem. For now, it's just like doing the same thing, like just going to some people talking about something or other. You hear a lot of people laughing, a few people giggling. You can see that he has the charm, basically. You can see it in the
More than Dandelion.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. it's his podium. Like, he is in his element right now. He is very charming, to be fair. And now that you know about the possible connection, you can kind of feel the kind of fey charm about him.
Yeah, see, he's cheating.
How
That's why, because
part
he's
of his
cheating.
charm might not be entirely just due to him being charming, even though he's very charming.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see he has the attention of a lot of people.
Okay, a sus person. Okay.
Yeah. I can see it.
Well,
Dandelion, what are you doing?
No, I'm thinking. When I got to the band, let's go. Let's start making weird stuff and see what happens.
You want to go towards the band?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're around here.
to be fair, when you
want
first
to do that.
started describing the room and you said there's like a band up and down, I was like, is there a battle going on?
No,
Yes,
Are they
right.
playing the same song?
Yeah, I was like, are they playing the same song or is there a battle?
They are playing the same song, and they have to harmonize
Oh.
despite the
cool.
great distance between them,
Oh, that's
which is
amazing.
quite impressive.
Yeah, that's
compared to them.
cool.
Yeah. But they're really good. Like, it seems to be a kind of a military band. You can see that they have some like uniforms on them. You think they might be part of the royal guards, but it's just like kind of the music department unit, the music unit. They are pretty good. But they're just like playing a nice little song. Yeah.
Who's in charge of the
There's
band?
about 4 of them.
There's usually like one that seems like the guy in charge, the person in charge.
You don't know?
Hmm.
You don't know? One is playing the lute. One is on percussion. One is singing.
Is there anyone in the band that's not like playing that I can talk to?
No, they're all playing.
I have a very important question.
Mhm.
What song are they playing?
Yes, because I want to go to them and ask them to play something more.
It's
The one with the cannons. The one with the cannons.
It's a classic ballroom song, which is
Aw.
Well,
kind of
time
nice.
to live
It's
things up. Let's
classical
go.
music.
I jump on the stage.
Oh no.
Time to
Okay,
start doing weird dandelion stuff.
So you see 4 guards approaching you.
Oh.
Hands on their on the handle of their weapon. Full
I'm
armor,
shaking my
like the full
head.
thing. They approach you and they say, "Sir, we'll have to ask you to get down and calm down."
Okay, I just want to talk to the band. This
You
this
come with
music
them.
is boring.
Okay.
We need to play something more vivid, more livid. People are just there. They need to dance and get
Well,
drunk more.
you can go to the center of the room and dance all you want, but I will ask you not to go on the stage again.
You guys
I
are
wouldn't
boring.
want to have to arrest one of the guests.
To what?
Arrest
Oh,
one of the guests.
I just said rest. Like, I didn't make
No.
any sense.
I could also rest you, but that's besides the point.
Can I not talk to anyone that decides the songs?
There's no one that decides the songs. It's just 2 bands playing. You can
Fine.
go and talk to Morton if you want.
It's so
He's
boring.
kind of the organizer.
So boring.
For Morton.
I'm allowed to not like people just for the sake of not liking people.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Boring.
Morton seems to be the person in charge of organizing the whole event, basically.
Fine, I go to
He's
Walton.
currently like towards the stairs here.
Whatever he is, I go to him.
No, I'll just put you around here. Look. I'll try not to cut anyone.
Walton, I'm trying to make the party better. Let me go on stage and play something.
You want to perform for us? I'm not sure I understand.
I just want to go there, and then we see what happens. Let's make the music better. This music's so boring. They're not shooting any cannons anywhere.
Well, okay, but before you can do that, I think there's a performance by Eddie the Glorious first. After that, we can see if, because the band will take a rest at that point. Maybe you could be the second act. I don't know.
No, we'll see then. Just wanted to make things more like vivid, and people to dance with each other and get drunk.
They are dancing with each other.
Not in a cool way.
Well,
They're just there.
Dancing.
Did you see Zylrona dance? That wasn't cool.
I did see that. Yes. I'm guessing she's taking her role as the royal guard very seriously.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, people are dancing. They are waltzing. Don't really see the issue here. Well, you have something more important to do?
Well, that's why I needed people to get drunker. You don't understand. Whatever. Bye. See you later,
Okay.
I guess. Or not.
Bye.
I don't know.
Okay. Have a good evening, Dandelion.
And I go to Eddie. Let's go.
Ooh, yes.
Here we go. He is currently, again, just talking to a few people. You do hear a few nobles like asking him how the concert in Shimmergate was. And you do hear one person who laments. He seems to be saying, "Oh, it's so horrible. All those knights or paladins. I don't know what they are, and are trying to censor you. That's not good." And Eddie goes, "Well, I guess everyone's a critic." But yes, they've been a bit of an issue, but it's fine. So good fun in the end. We trick them a bit, and they don't like it, and then they come after us. But it's never too bad. And as you come towards him, he turns around and says, "Yes."
Yes. Was hearing you talk about paladins. I meant
were
this
you?
guy. That I didn't get his name. Or maybe I did, I don't know. I don't remember that
Sorry.
anyways.
It's not very polite to eavesdrop, but I won't hold that against you. I like rude.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, what a character.
It's amazing.
You're weird. I like it.
I like it too.
I mean, that this paladin guy, I guess he didn't like you. I guess that's what you're talking about. Does he have like a sun thing symbol? He was after
Oh
you?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was
what
weird,
his name? Zylrona or something?
if you say so.
I think so. It's just, he says he's from some order of something.
Aren't they all
and,
from some order or something?
I know. Well, this one particularly. I don't even think he's actually a paladin, to be fair. Just some guy who doesn't like music, I suppose.
Music in general, or your music in specific?
I want to say both, but that's not going to help this conversation.
Why do you think he doesn't like
Oh.
your music?
Oh, he doesn't like me,
Why?
and by extension my music. Well, look at me, dear. And he kind of like waves a hand in front of him. He says, I'm not exactly your typical bard.
A bard's a bard. I don't like just someone that
Bard.
plays in...
Not bird. Did
Bard,
you say
a
bird?
bard. No, a bard, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You
What's,
heard bird.
what's a typical bard? A bard's just someone that plays music.
Well,
You play music, right? You're
I'm
famous,
yes,
apparently.
Yes, I do. What I'm trying to say is, I think our friend is a bit racist.
Against... Sorry, I don't know what you are.
Me? Well, I am Eddie the Glorious. And behind him, you hear again. And you see him looking.
Oh my! I have to
a
get
bit-
Zylrona and Benevolence to do that as well with me.
No.
You see him looking like,
Well, I will try.
pensive for a second. He says, "Oh, this one is getting old. I need to find something else." Anyway,
But isn't your thing being Anti the Glorious? Will they change your name? Will they sing something
I
else?
can change my name. It's fine. I have a long list of names I can use.
Oh my god!
So
Yes, twins.
How big's your list? Of
Oh
titles.
my god!
Are you comparing? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. Depends on when inspiration strikes.
Well, here's mine. Then I and I open it
Oh no.
and show all the titles.
Well, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I'm doing it.
Which is why he doesn't say that, but I realize he should have said that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he looks at the paper unfurling, and he says, impressive.
Yes, they're all true. Are yours true?
I'm sure they are. Mine, yes, of course. They're all true.
How many? Whatever.
Well, the first one is Bard Extraordinaire. I think that's there's no contest here. I am the best bard in the country. I am, believe me. I can prove it. I can play the flute like no other, and he winks at you. And then, for some of my other names, let's say that they, they're not suitable for this crowd, but they're also true.
God! Oh no!
Do you have a specific song you're going to play here?
Yes, I do.
Which one is
I'm
it?
not going to tell you which,
Oh my God.
because that would spoil the surprise. Yeah, I could see.
Oh, is it a new one?
Might have. Not exactly a new one, just I don't... it's a whole thing, my shows, so can't really spoil the surprise. What was your name again? I'm pretty sure I
What?
heard it.
What? How fucking dare you? Dandelion Blaze Storm.
Oh yeah, I've heard that name, haven't I?
I
You're some
presume-
writer. I think you're a writer, are you?
I'm many things. Writer's one of them. I am an adventurer. A hero that saved Orbis, one of them at least.
When was that?
A long time ago.
I don't know. Must have been either drunk or on vacation at that point, I suppose. I'm sorry.
Why were you...
I do. I've read your comics.
Good.
Yeah. Well, some of them.
Well, there are a lot. I understand. There's a lot of them.
It was interesting.
When did the
I
king?
like that Ren character.
Why?
Impressive woman. I don't know. I like a, I like a strong woman.
With a 9 strength.
Change to 20 instantly.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm trying to find out where she is. If I meet her, I'll tell her that.
Good. Tell her Eddie says hi.
I don't know if
For
she's
sure
going
she
to
doesn't
know.
know who I am, but it's
I'm
fine.
pretty sure she doesn't. No, knowing Ren,
It's
no,
alright.
but sure.
I'm sure we can maybe arrange some acquaintance.
I guess.
Oh boy. Don't do that, Eddie. Don't.
for the love of God, run!
Well, anyway.
So, were you invited here by the king to perform, or is it like something you offered afterwards after you were invited?
No, I was invited. I was invited as myself. And then I proposed that I could perform. I am an artist. I, might as well be an artist. There's great power in music,
Sure. I can see that.
Yeah, I know you can. He's now glowing, probably using prestidigitation to make himself glow. It actually suits him, to be fair.
I assume so, yes.
Oh, yeah. And what about you? Why were you invited?
Because I'm the great Dandelion Blightstorm, and I kind of already knew the dwarf that rules the mountain
You
thing.
did. Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
I am very interesting.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you are. I can see that. I love that very long list. So you knew the dwarves? How
Yes.
come? I don't remember reading that in your comic.
It was on the comics. Probably didn't get to that
Was
number.
it?
I went to space.
Hmm. Wow.
How? I sat on the chair and then got teleported to space. Just normal stuff that happens when you sit on chairs.
Sometimes when I read your stories, I'm not sure they're all real.
They are all real.
And he winks at you knowingly, like, come on, we all know we're grifters. Kind of wink.
They are all real.
Yeah, sure. So you sat on a chair and you went to space.
Yes.
How exciting! And that's where you found these people.
Yeah.
Well, they seem lovely. I'll say that.
They were, and now they have this obsession with gods. How do you stand on gods?
Me? Oh, I don't care. Gods, no gods, As long as I can do some music, it's fine.
Okay. Well, just make sure when you perform, that is very entertaining, because this part is boring.
Oh, I'm sure it will be entertaining. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Can I do something else for you? Besides giving you my room key.
Why is everyone this?
Oh,
I mean, sure, why not? Give me the room key. Do you
my
save your
God.
money in there? Is that what you save it? Whatever, give me the room key.
Oh, I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding here. I wasn't giving you my room key to, for you to steal. Well, I'll keep the room key. I'll try my luck with someone else, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean, I have already 1 or 2 hours booked, so I have to find someone I can slot in
Oh my god.
at the end, I suppose. And he goes away, and goes to talk to some other people. He's actually coming closer to where you are now, Benevolence.
Where is everyone?
Zylrona is in like this part, pretty much. Dandelion that you saw here. Eddie is moving towards here, just talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
Dariel would be, I guess, around here. So he's there. The princess is there, pretty much.
Okay.
Talking to some people as well. Those guys are just like moving around here. And the people dancing are around this space, pretty much.
But
All present,
Magus and the king are not together anymore.
nope.
Fuck.
No. The king is just like doing a few things, just talking to a few people. They're not far from each other. Like the king would be around here, pretty much.
Who should I go to? I don't know. I'm sorry. You'd think
It's
I'd have the
fine.
time to think about it, and I was absorbed in everything. Fuck.
You can do whatever you want. Like people are just like living their best lives
I
right
kind
about
of
now.
want to go closer to the dwarves to see what they're talking about,
Yeah, sure.
but I don't have anyone to talk to on the
You're going
way.
to- you're going to
Dariel's a bit
pass-
far.
Well, I mean, you're going to pass there, basically.
Okay.
I
Let's
guess,
start
like,
with
you can
Dariel
go
then. I think
to
I
Dariel.
will take 2 pints of beer and kind of wait for him to finish his conversation. I don't want to bust in. And when
Oh,
he's
you're going to wait for a long time then. I mean, he's talking to a few people, and he might turn around and see you with your pints of beers. And he goes, "Oh, Miss von Hemmet, was it?"
hi, yes, and I
Yes,
give
think we
him
were
1
introduced.
pint, and I say, "You struck me as a beer kind of guy."
Yeah, sure. I can go for a beer. Thank
Cool.
you. That's very nice of you.
Well, cheers then.
Slancha. And he takes a big gulp of beer.
I take a small one and kind of make a disgusted face.
Well, I'm guessing you're not so much of a beer girl.
I don't really like fizzy drinks. It kind of
Oh,
bubbles up in your nose. It's very uncomfortable.
do you want me to grab some wine for you?
No, it's
I
okay.
can change that.
It's okay.
Okay.
Is the princess looking at us?
Yeah, from time to time you can see her like looking around. She's seeing you.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, how are you enjoying your night?
It's fine. I suppose I'm not exactly the best suited for this kind of environment. You know.
Yeah, I understand. Kind of the same here. Are there people around us listening
few.
on our conversation?
Make me an insight check.
I think it's a 12, but let me make sure. Double check. It is 12.
Well, don't think anyone is listening. There are
Okay.
people around you. Don't think people are listening. You can see the princess seems to be, from time to time, just looking in your general direction. Eddie is not far from you, on your left, as he seems to be talking with people as well. He's also looking around, just generally. But
Do
you
I
don't
see
think
the
anyone
other
is.
von Hemits? Sorry.
You do, yeah. They are basically like around there,
Okay.
direct line of sight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Since I don't believe anyone is listening to us, I will smile and say, "She's beautiful, isn't she?"
Sorry, who?
No.
No, you're losing me, Miss von Hemmet.
The princess.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, of course, yes. She is, yeah.
In his head, he's gonna hear, because I'm gonna use message.
Mhm.
Oh, come on. She's really pretty tonight.
She's certainly, yeah, no, yeah, yes. And he drinks another like big gulp of beer. It's a bit hot in here, isn't it? I think the fireplaces were a bit much, maybe.
Maybe. I just
So,
stare at him.
are you enjoying your nights so far? Your first night in Bellgate?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Is it? Good.
Mhm.
We do one of the best welcomes, for out-of-towners.
That I see. It's great. I think I'm gonna go.
Of course, yes. I'm sure you have plenty of people who would like to
Actually,
talk to you. Or yes.
would you save me a dance later? I think I asked you that already.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Okay, yeah.
It would be my pleasure.
Great. Well, see you then.
It would be, again, my pleasure.
Amazing.
And as you leave, he just stands there with his glass, a bit, oh, okay. And you see him just looking a bit towards the princess, and he starts slowly making his way towards the same group of people.
Okay.
But
Do my eyes caught the princesses when I leave? Because I wanna bow at her.
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, she's looking in that general direction. If you
Okay.
wanted to, yeah. She nods. She's not sure what you're doing, but she nods.
Don't worry. You can't know what I'm doing if I don't know myself.
Exactly. But no, she nods at you as you bow. She does remember she was there for the first meeting with the king.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. We know each other.
She knows of who you are, like generally speaking.
Okay. Then, as I remember that, I will send her a message too and be like, sorry to intrude. Let's pretend we don't know each other, okay? I'm on a mission.
You hear a reply that says, I am aware, yes. I hope the night will be good.
Okay, fuck off.
Mhm.
Can I just walk around, linger around as I pass like Magus to try and go towards the king?
Yeah.
See if I can hear anything interesting.
Make me a perception check.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was one. Well, it's not great either. It's a 7, so that's 10.
10. You catch just like.
Oh no, 11. Sorry. Well, that changes
It's
much.
the same, yeah. You catch just bits of conversation. They are talking with a few people. They're mostly talking about how it was to kind of be lost in space. Just talking about like general stuff like that. There is a point when you just like pass them, where the group of people that we're talking to just like goes and does something else, and the next group that wanted to talk to them basically hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, there's no one with
Well,
them?
at the moment, no. As you are passing them, no. And you do see them whispering to each other something. The two dwarves.
Can I go? At least try?
I mean, yeah. They're mingling. So
Okay, so I will squeeze myself between people. Sorry. Hi, good evening. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. I just wanted to say I really love your mask. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
My name is Benevolence. Sorry. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Benevolence. My name is Doldol.
Okay.
She gives you a hand.
The way I'm supposed to kiss it, or as a handshake?
You can do whatever you want in this situation.
I will shake a hand.
Mm-hmm. She shakes it. She says, "Well, I made it myself."
Really?
Yes, of course. I'm quite talented.
You sure are talented. This is.
Things.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't catch that.
I'm quite a talent when it comes to creating things.
Oh, you're a crafter.
You could say that, yes, I suppose.
What do you craft?
All manners of things. Magus actually intervenes and says she was our chief engineer on the ship, and the reason why we are, I suppose, still here. Without her, it would have been a bumpier ride.
I want an insight on all of this shit.
Yeah, give me an insight.
My god. Guys, can you please not fuck me tonight? It's 9.
9. Oof. I can tell you this. You do not think they are lying about anything?
No,
There is something strange. Both with that woman and the dynamic between the two. That's all. Like that's an impression. Like, there's something you can't really put your finger on it.
Yeah, there's something off.
There's something. Yeah.
So I've heard you were in space.
Who are you addressing specifically?
Both of them, I guess.
Both of them? Okay. Magus, yes, we were, yes.
That's
Lost, I suppose.
I'm gonna. So you saw our planet from afar?
I did, yes. Well, as we were coming back, we got a pretty good view. I suppose you could say that, yes.
How did they look? The other continents.
You see, it's imperceptible because this man is clearly someone who's used to maintaining a certain mask. But you see like an imperceptible eyebrow raise before he just composes himself, and he says, "I'm sure you mean continent."
Yeah, of course.
And he's looking at you intently, like he's scanning you right now.
And I smile a little. Sure.
You seem to be an interesting addition to this party. He says that with, some disdain. May I inquire, where do you come from?
Me?
Forgot to move you.
Well, where do you want me to come from? I'm from Orbis, of course. Candlekeep, to be precise.
Candlekeep? Wow. I don't think I've ever been there.
Oh, it's quite lovely.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess he looks at Doldo when he says that. I guess we could visit. Now that we're back.
There's a library. It's great. Lots of books.
That would seem logical. Yes. Well, it's certainly a pleasure to meet you. Benevolence? Did you say your name? I can't remember. Yes.
I just said Benevolence, but yes.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you, Benevolence.
Me too. I hope we can talk some more tonight. If you have time, I would not want to be a bother to you.
No.
It's very important and everything.
It is the custom of these social affairs to mingle, I suppose.
To be fair, I don't really know. It's my first time here, but I mean, in this kind of place.
Well, if you can keep a secret.
Not really, but yes.
It's also my first time. This kind of,
Oh well.
little affairs.
Does he have a drink in hand?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
I will clink my drink to his and say, "What, 2 first times then?"
He clinks. You do not see him bringing it to his lips.
I heard it's better if you drink it.
Again, that's the second secret I'm going to share with you, Benevolence.
Oh.
I do not actually like wine.
Oh.
But they gave me wine, and I
Do you
felt
want my
bad.
beer? I don't like beer.
No, I'm not a big alcohol guy, you know.
Oh.
But hey, I appreciate the sentiment.
Great. Well, I'll let you be. I'm sure there are way more important people that want to talk to you right now, and I don't want to be in their way. So I'll go. But it was a pleasure talking to you about all of this.
It was certainly a pleasure to meet you, yes.
Well-
Dumbledore turns to you as well and says, a pleasure, yes. And bows her head a bit.
Yeah, I will do the same, like kind of eyeing her.
As you leave, you just happen to walk past the big guy, the really big guy. Your head is basically level with his belly button. And he just kind of looks down, and he's waiting for you to like go around him. He's not going to move.
I will, kind of do this awkward moment when you go left and right and be like,
Oh, he doesn't move. He
I know,
doesn't
but
move.
he's blocking.
Oh, you do it
my way.
yourself, okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, good evening, and I will go.
You don't get an answer.
Oh no, I don't expect one. I don't want one either. So, kind of scary.
Could you make me a perception check real quick?
I can. It's not going to be good, but I can.
You don't know.
There we go. No, I do know. It's a 9.
Okay.
Actually, is it at a 6 or a 9? I can't say. It's a 6. Yes, a 9.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for this perception check.
I'm very happy to give it to you. Yeah, I'll just stroll around, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of aimlessly lost.
The two ladies von Hemmet are right behind you.
No.
They're not trying to talk to you, but they are right behind you. Should you want to?
No, I don't. Just
to approach them.
No. Thank you.
You are going towards where the dancers are.
Oh.
And you do see like a few people already dancing, so you participate in that.
I will dance on my own.
On your own? Oh.
Yes.
That's a bit sad. Okay.
Maybe someone will take pity and will come.
Well, I was about to say, you see a man you do like kind of middle age, probably like a noble of some sort. Starts coming towards you, but is cut short by Ambrose Priest himself, who comes towards you, takes your hand, and says, "Milady, if you'll allow me this dance."
Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
I'm really sorry in advance. It's been quite a while since my last dance.
I don't think I ever danced in my life, so let's do our best together.
Let's do our best together. Exactly. Dexterity, acrobatics, or strength athletic, depending on what you want to use.
It's 11.
11? He hasn't done much better. It's not... Clearly, you are not dancers. Neither him nor you. You can feel that he's not exactly the most graceful person ever. And you have a hard time following his weird pace. But it's sufficient, let's say. You probably won't win any dancing competition.
Oh no.
Anytime soon.
I'm devastated.
I know, yeah. But it's fine. Let's say it like that. As you are dancing, Ambrose says, "How is the night going?"
Terribly lonely, to be fair. I don't really know what to do, but hey, I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what we expected of you, I suppose. Have you...
What, that I would be useless? Okay.
No, know that you would do what you could. That's what we're expecting. Can I? You see, he looks around to see if no one listens to you. Can I ask you? Did you already try to go to the quarters?
To the what? Quarters.
To their
Oh,
quarters, their bedroom.
I have not. No.
You
I can ask Dandelion to do it though, because he's the pro. They're the pro.
I guess that could be. They had a few things with them when they arrived, so could be a
Okay.
thing. I have to say, I don't like the fact that they seem to have left behind two of their dwarven friends. That don't seem
I'm
to
gonna have to
disappeared
ask you
since
to
then.
repeat that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't like the fact that they seem to have left two of their dwarven friends behind. There's only two of them right now, and I'm pretty sure there were four when I arrived. Yeah, just saying.
Okay. I'll tell them to be careful.
That would be a great idea. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
our common friend.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Well, it was hard progress, but we have made some progress.
Oh.
He seems to think that he will soon leave us and find his home.
Can someone go with him?
That's what we hope to achieve, yes.
Okay. Because we need to find Alvin and Nisa.
Yeah, of course. I have to say, he hasn't been the most cooperative of guests. But, yeah.
Do you want us to try and talk to him? Dandelion know him, so maybe he will listen to them.
Well, let's, that would be for a later date, I suppose. But, yeah, maybe. Maybe. He has opened up a bit to me.
Would it explain why your son turned bright red when he met him?
I don't think so, no. I didn't ask, I can ask. We had other concerns.
And I just stare at him because I'm still bothered by this Dario shit that went down when he met the Demplane. And Dandelion and Zylrona, I assume, told me that they think that Ambrose knows something about this, or at least knows what's going on.
Yeah, I guess they would have.
I'm a nosy bitch, I want to know. But he won't tell me in the middle of everyone, so...
No.
Okay,
He
well...
Or anywhere,
looks back at
apparently.
you.
Oh, anywhere, apparently, yes.
He looks back at you and he says, look, I am going to tell you the same thing I said to Dandelion and Zylrona. This is fine. There's nothing to worry about here.
You know, I've been reading great comics lately. And it was a recurring theme, like, it's gonna be fine. And then nothing was fine at all because they were, like, teleported to hell. Or then they went to space out of nowhere. Or then they went to, like, heaven or some shit. So I tend not to believe anyone that says, don't worry, it will be fine.
I see that you have started reading our friend Dandelion's comics.
Yes. It's a great, I mean, to be fair, it's great. I'm not gonna...
I would be careful, not everything in there is completely accurate.
But I do believe that the baseline is real, though. Sure, the author portrays themselves as a lot.
Which is true.
But I do believe that what happened, you know?
Well, I can tell you that the part about the broom is true.
I assumed so, yes. Do you think it would be possible for me to talk to the princess at one point tonight?
I'm sure you can try.
I'm trying to steal her man. Your son, actually.
You see that he basically there's a glitch in his mind. Like he can't register, what you're saying.
Oh god.
The eye twitching a bit.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And he looks back at you confused, and he says, "I beg your pardon. I'm not sure I fully understood what you said."
Yes, you did. Okay, have a great night, Ambrose. It was nice talking to you.
I
Bye.
really
And I
didn't.
fuck off.
Are you? Who? What? Okay. What did she say? He asks no one in particular. As you just go, as you start going,
I
you
just
hear
wait.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I just want to send a message to Dandelion.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yeah, I was going to do
tell
a group,
him-
then a group message as well, but I guess you can do that.
How many times a day can you use your message thing, by the way? I wanted to ask earlier.
4
and I
times.
forgot.
5.
4
It's
times.
4 charges.
I thought it was 5. Whatever.
No, it's 4.
Well, I'll send you a message first.
Well, but
and
if you
No, it's
say-
send-
5. You're right. Sorry.
But if you send, I can just answer.
You can, yeah.
It's not
You don't
me
need to
studying,
use
yeah.
a slot. I will just tell you that maybe try and find a moment where everyone's distracted to go. Be careful. There might be 2 guards there in their quarters.
Well, I'm trying to wait until Eddie the Glorious tries to, he's going to sing, and then apparently everyone's going to be... Oh, he's going to sing, by the way. And then apparently everyone's going to be busy with that, and then I'm gonna sneak out. Maybe I get
You're
lost and
jealous.
go to the vault.
Your jealousy is showing.
That's... No, my list is bigger, and better, and true.
Okay. Okay.
Also, he's weird.
I don't know.
Also, when he's singing, be careful, because, maybe his music has magic, and that's why everyone likes him.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, of course, yes.
I'm not saying it's just that, but I'm saying it's maybe a big part of that.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
By the way,
Okay,
I
bye.
checked. It is 5 charges.
Okay. Yeah, it was 5. I think it was 5. Yeah.
Yeah. My bad. Okay. As you are having this little conversation in your heads, you hear Walton coming on the podium where the band is at the top. The band has stopped. The 2 bands have stopped playing at this point, and Walton comes on and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, a very special performance. Eddie the Glorious is going. Yes, is going to sing for us."
I sent a message to
so-
Zylrona to tell her to be careful. Maybe the same thing I said to Benevolence. Maybe the music is magic and it's going to hypnotize people. So maybe watch out for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
And I start walking off as everyone's looking at the stage.
Join me in a hearty welcome, Eddie the Glorious, and people start clapping.
I yell,
You see,
sing the Dandelion song, and then I go away.
no one reacts to that because no one knows what that is.
The music
and
about the
people
thing,
start,
the song about the adventures.
swarming. Basically, the stage where you see Eddie coming on. Just all in his glory, in his coming on, and he takes a flute that he has in a holster on the side. The first thing he does is he basically removes his coat.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, it's the moneymaker. And he's basically in this weird tunic that's not really a tunic, it's just 2 pieces of cloth on each side of his bust, really. And he says, "I would like to dedicate this song to my very good friend Dandelion Playstone."
Oh!
Oh my god!
Wow.
And he starts singing.
I'm not there. 'Cause
Well,
I heard this
we'll-
before leaving, and then I left.
we will resolve that in a second. He starts singing. It's kind of a slow song, bit melancholy in a way. It's in a language that no one in the room recognizes, except
No.
Zylrona here.
Benevolence.
No.
Oh, no. Okay, I thought Zylrona was going to understand it.
Benevolence, you recognize the words. You know that language.
Oh no.
This is your language. That's the language from.
How the
It's blonde girl
There you go.
magic. Blonde girl language.
And he just, keeps on singing. There is a bit of a charm to it, like it is enthralling, really. And people seem really taken with it. It's not exactly a dancing music. It's not, it's not super like a bit or anything. But you can see that a few people, actually everyone, is quite taken with it.
Do I know the song?
Vaguely, yeah. Vaguely.
What the how do you
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Vaguely, it reminds you of an old song that was sung in your place of origin.
What
It's not the same.
hell?
It's not the same. He has clearly remixed it, but you kind of recognize the thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
TJ, glorious!
Yep.
Glorious.
It's with a few people.
What the hell? I think I would have tried to be like front row next to Daryl if possible. I would have dragged him with me, like kind of. But at first I would be smiling, but I think now I'm just looking horrified.
Zylrona's the one that can see everyone, apparently. I think.
Can I even see?
Ben has to keep changing to your thing every time he wants to show all the characters.
I could also.
You have the vision.
Yeah.
It's because so the lights are there, but here there's a zone where it's just dark because I didn't do the lights properly, and because you and Dandelion have dark vision, you can see. Benevolence doesn't have dark vision, so she can't see in the dark. Even though technically there should be enough light.
I would hope so.
You can actually add one. That way we don't have another problem like that.
What the fuck, dude?
Sorry. Just finishing that. Oh, and now Dario looks like. Yeah, going to put it there. So yeah.
I'm not there.
Dandelion, by the way. As everyone is kind of distracted by this performance, could you make me a stealth check? I couldn't find the name, sorry. A stealth check. You're trying, so basically, the space you're in, there are stairs that go up, and you know for a fact that if you go up, and then to the left, you're going to go towards the east wing.
Which is where I'm going, right?
Which is where you want to
Where
go. If
the
you want to
rooms
go to
are
their
rooms. Yeah.
I would also say you can also, there is a big door on the left where you could go there and go to the east wing, but the ground floor of the east wing, and then find the stairs and go up. It is your choice. You have 2 points of ingress.
Let's just go straight up. See
Okay,
from
yeah.
there.
Make me a stealth check. You have advantage because there's a lot of people.
I don't think I need it.
And you don't, but Eddie
27.
is also enthralling everyone. Let me just check one thing. I want to be sure. You said how much?
27.
27. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You don't think anyone noticed you going, and you manage to boop and disappear at the top of the stairs. Right there. I'm going to put you in the dark here. There we go. You go up. You go up, and you are still in the central sort of area. You're not in the east wing yet. Where you are right now is just like a central room with a few benches. There are a few statues. There's one big statue in the center, and it feels like it's just a room that doesn't really serve any purpose. It's just a room in the castle. You do see guards in the corridor where you want to go. However, the two guards that were there are currently asleep on the floor and tied up.
What?
The guards at this castle are terrible.
There were two guards in this corridor. You
They
think
still
they
are.
guarding,
They're just asleep.
You think they are guarding their room, the Magus room. They are asleep and on the floor, tied up.
Sorry, I know I'm not there, but are there the guards that, like the dwarves, or like the guards for the king?
No, royal guards
Okay.
that were posted there to keep an eye.
What weapons do they have?
Sorry?
What weapons do they have on them, the guards?
One has a longsword. The other one has a greatsword.
There's no one that has like a crossbow.
No, don't see any crossbows.
Fucking fighter. Shit class. Fucking big swords.
Don't be mad now. You do find daggers on them if you want more.
I already have daggers. You know what? Let's take all the daggers. Yes, I already have like 8 daggers or whatever. That's more. Oh no, the others are on the thing. I only have 2 on me, but sure.
Yeah, one has a dagger, the other one has 2 hand axes.
Fine, I'll bring them and give them to Zylrona as a gift. More hand axes that she can throw at people.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Sure.
let me just take note of that, because I will forget and everybody knows that I will.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 more dagger. And 2 hand axes. Okay. So I'm right in front. So the guards are asleep. The guards were
guards
guarding.
are, well, you think they are asleep, but they are basically unmoving on the ground. and
They're tied up. Right.
Yeah.
No, if they're tied up, they're not. They
a good
weren't.
way down. They're a good way down the corridor.
Well, but I guess I approached them to get the fucking dagger and the hand axes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm just saying, you had to go inside the corridor.
Yeah.
The door that they were guarding is a big wooden double door. That seems to go into a very, very, very large rectangular room, and you know that on each side, you and Benevolence have a room there. And you can see the door to your room and the door to Benevolence's room, which are on each side of this big rectangular room.
Okay, but the big door, is it open?
Uh-huh. Nope, closed.
Do I hear anything?
Make me a perception check.
Oh, the 1. I don't hear
Oh.
anything.
You have no idea. First, the walls are pretty thick. It is pretty thick. Sorry, it is a castle, so big stone walls. Second, the wooden double doors are also pretty thick. If there are sounds coming from inside, you can't hear them. Like, you know that you can't physically
From
hear them.
anywhere, like, of course not, because someone. Okay, I was going to make a stupid question.
You could, if you wanted to, like, try and climb out of a window to try and listen at the window, you might have.
Yeah, but I don't know
chance,
where
maybe.
to go, because the way you told me since I went down the corridor, the guards are asleep and tied up there. I mean, they're asleep. I assume they're not dead, because if you kill someone, you don't need to tie them up.
Unless they died after they were tied up.
Well, I guess they're dead then.
You don't know. You could make a medicine check.
I'm not. I don't care enough. Then you can go. If they're dead, they're dead. They're not dead. They're going to wake up at some point. It doesn't matter. I mean, I guess I could wake them up and ask what happened. I'm not going to do that. I'm not even supposed to be there. So then there's a corridor to the right, a corridor to the left, and the big door in the middle.
No, you can be where you are. You can be where you are. The east wing is the guest rooms.
Oh, okay. Then I'll wake one of them.
Okay, yeah. He comes to and he seems a bit confused.
I put my hand on his mouth, like shh.
And he looks at you, and you see his eyes like going a bit wide when you put your hand on his mouth.
It's fine. The
and
fur, it's fine. The fur, it's fine. Don't swallow it.
Well, he
It's
actually
weird.
removes it. And goes, why would you do that?
Why? Shh. What happened? Why are you asleep?
Well, I think we were attacked.
Oh no, shit! My God,
Is he
you
okay?
royal guards are
And he
fucking
looks at
genius.
He asks you if he's okay, and he looks at his friend on the ground.
Maybe.
I
just got here.
untie me? Well, yeah.
I don't know
could you
if I
untie
can
me?
untie you. What happened?
I told you we were attacked.
By what?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It's just we were guarding the door. Like the dwarves were out of the door, out of their room.
Which doors?
Guarding the
The
door.
guards or the other ones?
No, the main guy.
The main-
and
yes.
The lady and the big guy.
I think
and
the big
two
guy's
other
just a guard.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they went out and they just said, that they left some people inside.
Yeah.
To just, keep their things, just careful of their belongings and all that.
To guard it.
We said-
Because, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and we said you don't need to with there, but if they stay there, we have to also stay there. You understand this protocol? They said, yeah, no problem. And just time passed, and then at some point, like I don't even know what time is it.
I don't know. It's night. I don't know.
Well, that's very helpful. I don't know. I guess like about less than a minute ago, just something attacked, and
Okay, fine. I untie him. Wake up your friend then.
he wakes him up, unties him. You see him looking for his dagger.
Oh no,
He
from
can't find
it's
it, and
weird.
he's like, what? I think they stole my dagger.
Yeah, it's weird.
Can I borrow yours
No,
to untie him?
I untie him.
Okay. Untie him. He wakes up as well, and he goes, "What? God, were we attacked? We were
Oh,
attacked."
my God, you guys are fucking geniuses, aren't you?
No, it's not that. We have to. We have to raise the alarm. We have to.
No,
come on.
shh. No raising
What
the
do you
alarm.
mean? Shh. Of course we do.
No, because if you raise the alarm, it's going to whoever did this is going to run away. We need to figure out who did it before you raise the alarm.
But
You know who I am, right?
That's the protocol.
I don't give a shit. You know who I am, right?
No, I don't.
My God!
You're one of the guests at the party. How are you announced?
Dandelion Blackstorm.
Right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just listen to me. We need. Don't raise the alarm. Let's figure out what happened first. If the
We
person
were
that
attacked.
okay, but if the person that did it to you is still here, and then can raise the alarm.
We can go inside the chamber if you want.
Okay, but that's. I try to listen to if I like get closer to the door this time. Like really. See if I don't roll a one. If I
Make me another perception check, please.
My God, 8.
You don't think there's any sound coming from inside? You don't think so?
Okay, shh. Here's the plan, guys. Stay here. Don't be attacked again. Like, for real. Stay here. Don't let anyone go to their room, say they're like being cleaned or whatever. If they come, I'm going to go and try and sneak inside that room and see what's happening.
You know we can open the door for you.
Yeah, but I don't want you to open the door.
Okay. Well, you do that.
Yeah, okay. Just stay here. Don't let anyone go to any rooms. Whatever. Just say they're being cleaned or that was like rats or some weird shit like that.
Yeah, fine. We can do that.
Fine.
Did you see my hand axes, by the way?
I don't know. It's like
think they
everyone.
stole my hand
Yeah,
axes.
it's like they're stealing your weapons. It's weird.
It's weird.
Okay, I try.
Fine, we'll stay here.
I go around and try to get to the window, I guess.
You would have to go into your room.
Yeah.
Window in your room. Yeah. You have a climbing speed, don't you?
It's the same as my running speed because of the thief
Yes,
thing.
it's entirely fine.
It's 30
You don't even need to do like anything. Are you trying to go discreetly?
Yeah.
Okay, make me a stealth check just in case.
21.
Yeah, okay, no problem. You reach that window, not making any noise, and you manage to peer inside their bedroom. Thankfully, the curtains are drawn, so you can see inside. Basically, so the way it's done, you can see that there's a central sort of master bedroom with a big double bed in there, and table, chairs, etc. And on each side of that, there are little rooms with probably other beds for like it's clearly it's a guest room for large parties, basically.
Yep.
You do see the sacks or the bags, I should say, that the dwarves had when they arrived.
Do I see anyone in there?
You don't see anyone in there. No, just see their stuff on the ground next to the bed, and some is on the table. Some of them are opened. Some of them aren't.
I assume the window is closed, right? You can just.
It is, yeah, of course.
Okay, but I did my classic thing of using my claws to do a circle on the window.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
And then open the window from the hole. How much is this? How much do I add to this? 24.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. You go to do the circle.
Yeah.
Punch it. You see it falling, hopefully, on like little pillows on the little sofa that's there, not making any noise. And you manage to open the window from the inside. It's now open.
Okay. I check for traps.
You want to check for traps after you open the thing?
To see if there's something like on the floor or.
Oh,
whatever.
inside?
Yeah, inside.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
20. Not natural.
20?
20. Yeah.
You don't see any traps around. You don't think anything is trapped here. It's literally a guest room.
Okay, but they could have put something.
Yeah, no, sure, but you don't think so.
So I move in.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, I look around again, but I see if I see anyone. I guess I don't see anyone still.
No, there seems to be no one in there. It looks very empty. You can see that the beds, are still made. No one used them. Even in the two little rooms, nothing, strikes you.
Fine, I go to the
certainly
bags
no
then.
one.
Just go to the bags. See
Yeah,
if I see anything in the
okay.
bags.
Some of the bags are just like bags of clothes, like a change of clothes, that kind of thing. You do see one bag which contains no problem. Which contains like ingredients and little things like that. You're not sure whose bag it is, but you see like a few dried flowers, like the fat of something of some description. That kind of little like alchemical or magical ingredients. One of the bags has little mechanical contraptions that seem to be either broken or unfinished, and a few like tools to work on them. It's also in this bag that you find some crystals like the ones you saw in Alwyn's house, and the same that you saw 25 years ago in Sunder, and on the spaceship. They seem finer, they seem smaller for sure, but they seem like they've been polished and reduced to like form a more beautiful crystal, basically. There's about a handful, you think? And you can see that some of them little mechanical things have the crystals embedded in them. And it's pulsing with a bit of energy. You also find... What else do you find in the bags? Actually, make me a perception check to see.
19.
19? Okay. You do find a bag, which you're pretty sure is Magus's bag. And in it, you find a book, a little book, leather bound. The cover is it's kind of like a dark brown, and it's weirdly slimy. And there's almost like an oily black substance that seems to ooze from it, or to have left traces on it on the cover.
Disgusting.
Do you open it?
I guess.
Mm-hmm. The pages seem to be blank. All of them.
Some fucking magic.
However,
Fucking bullshit.
However, if you look very closely, on the spine of the book, there is a symbol, which seems to be, it's hard to see because it's embossed in the leather, but it seems to be a hand and a circular object in the palm of that hand. Could be an eye, maybe, you're not sure. But weirdly enough, the pages
The translation
seem
it
to
is
be
an eye.
blank.
I write something on the book. Whatever. Let's go. Let's go do weird shit and see what happens. I write...
What?
I don't know. Hello?
You write hello?
Yes.
Okay. You find like some ink, a feather.
Oh yeah, I need stuff to write.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
You find some writing material. You put the tip of the quill that you have on the page, and as you start writing, you can see that you're not leaving any trace on the book, on the pages. It's like you're not writing in it, but you're sure you're
I'm writing.
doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. No, at first I do that thing where it like the pen's not writing, so you shake it to see if if
Let's shake the quill.
shake the quill, yeah, and I dip it again on the paint, on the ink, then
Ink,
write
yeah.
again,
Mhm.
and it doesn't work again. Like,
Yeah, doesn't work. Yeah.
This is weird. Well, I guess someone's stealing a book. Yoink. I have that book now. It's mine.
Okay.
Well,
But
let's go to the war
that's-
between the dwarves and the kingdom because of this book. Let's do this. Let's start the war.
You have a book. That's about what you find.
I leave
you
a
do
dandelion in
find-
there, but not in the place of the book. Just somewhere in the room.
Okay.
Just randomly.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. No. That's about what you found. You had a 19, right, on your
Yes.
conception.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you find.
And like the two people that are supposed to be in here, see no traces of them anywhere.
Nope.
I don't like this.
Do you want to make
I went,
investigation check.
yeah, it's about
somewhere
to
try
ask you if I could. I went directly to the bags, I guess. But if I can go around the room and see if I see
Yeah, sure.
anything in the room.
Make me an investigation check.
What is this? Okay, how much do I add? I never do this. 16.
16. You go around the room. Not much has been moved in the room, clearly, because they've just gone there to put their bags down and then came back down. But there are still like the traces of people doing their thing, living in the space. Yet you cannot see anyone in this room. You know that there's no one. Like that. There's obviously no one. There is something in the back of your mind. Like there's no one, but there are traces of people being there. It's weird. It's strange. The door was closed.
The guards were knocked out.
Guards were knocked out, and yet there's no one in the room. You even checked like the door. It's locked. And you know for a fact that the window was locked, and you know that there are no windows in the two little side bedrooms. There's something strange here.
Can I cast message from here to them, or is she far away?
No, you could. I'll allow it.
And if I want to talk to both of them, is it 2 messages or is it one that includes 2
It's
people?
2 messages.
How many have I used? 2.
You have used
2.
2, yeah, I think, and you have 3 left.
Fuck it, I'll use the 2 and talk to the 2 of them at the same time.
Mhm.
The Zylrona, Benevolence, I'm in the dwarf room. There's something weird. The guards were knocked out. The dwarves that are supposed to be in here are not here. There's a weird book that doesn't let me write in it. I need someone that can read magic stuff to come here and see if something happened. I'm using all my magic on the message, sorry. That's why I can't do that. It's fine, just come up. The guards are there. I guess if Zylrona comes, I won't say anything, because Zylrona's a guard as well.
She's also the personal bodyguard of a prince.
Yeah.
Just drag the prince with you. Bite the hair.
Oh my god.
I don't know, I need one of you 2 here to help me with this.
I tried to make eye contact with Benevolence.
I thought you were doing me. I was like, I'm not even there.
If I see you, yes, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
you can see each other, yeah.
Okay.
You're not that far.
No, how do we talk?
I can
By
open
hi,
a
by
line of
hi,
communication.
by Morse code with blinking. To each other.
I will send you a message. Do you want me to go? Or do you want to go?
I can try to go to see how the book works and
I
my guard, but I look at the prince. I have baggage with me.
There's also the big guy. Can you not look after him for 2 minutes? You just say you need to go to the restroom or something.
Good thinking. Okay, I'll go then.
Okay. I send a message to you, Dandelion, then just to say that Zylrona's on her way. Well, we'll try at least.
Cool.
Have you considered maybe invisible people in the room?
Well, maybe that's why I need someone that knows how to detect magic or read magic or whatever to see that.
Okay. Well, interesting.
Or identify or some bullshit like that you guys want to do.
Just throwing it.
Identify the air in the room.
Yeah, identify the air in the room. Okay.
I open the door to the room
So I
and tell the guards that someone's coming and they need to help.
Did you find someone?
No, it's weird. Weren't there supposed to be people here?
So they're not. Yeah. So they're not in the room, right?
No. But you know what? I called a friend because I'm super magical and I can call them with magic, and they are coming. So just
Wow.
it's like you know what a Radangon is.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, just let her pass. She's going to help. It's also one of your guards, I think. So it's fine.
Okay. So wait, we can't call for backup, but you can?
But you weren't going to call for backup. You're going to raise the
I
alarm.
was. Yeah, because you're telling us that there's someone just like walking around after knocking us in the castle.
I need to figure out what's going on. Okay, just chill. You're not chill. Just chill.
Sure. Let's do that, I guess. So Zylrona, are you going there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What you say to?
Oh shit, wait, I can't whisper, can I? In his ear? He's tall.
He's tall. You can try to.
No, it's fine.
You can jump very high. Just keep jumping and whispering one word at a time.
I tap him in like the arm or something.
Yeah, he turns towards you. Yeah.
I need to use the restroom. Can I leave for a minute or two?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Do you know where the restrooms are? Because
Yeah, I know.
okay.
No problem. I'm sure nothing will
I'll keep
happen.
an eye.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. It's
I'm sure
Just a
everything's
ball.
gonna
He's
be
a good
fine.
kid.
just a ball. What's the worst that could happen?
Indeed. Well, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
no
I
problem.
try to get lost.
You go. Whoop,
Yep,
over there.
I go. Try to find the room.
I think it's right in front. It's right in front. So you just go front and you see me immediately in the door with the guards, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see. So basically, you are in this weird like middle piece when you go up the stairs, and you can see the corridor on your left, and you do see the two guards staying at attention, and Dandelion in the doorway.
See, that's my friend. Just let her pass.
Hello, fellow guards. How is it going?
Well, not so great. We think we have two people running around the castle. They attacked us. We might need to find them pretty fast. Not sure where they went. Not sure where they came from, to be fair, but
They're bad.
I'm
Got
sure
them
we'll
bad.
find it, but usually when people disappear, when there's a huge thing going on, don't they go after, I don't know, gold, treasures?
well, you see, that's the thing. I wanted to raise the alarm to let the other guys know that they might have some company, but your friend here was saying, "Oh, don't do it." So yeah.
But it was very heavily guarded. I'm sure
was,
they're
yes.
fine.
I'm sure at some point
Yeah.
they're going to find the good guard that doesn't get knocked out.
Well, let's get this over. Where's the book or whatever that you
Better
wanted?
call you in. Close the door. So they don't listen. I don't trust the guards. He said, look. See, there's supposed to be two people here. It's this weird book. If you try to write on it, I show her. I write on it, and nothing happens. And I've tried it, and it's not the ink, because I tried the ink multiple times.
I see.
Ooh, should we write in blood?
You can try. I pass him a knife. Wait, I don't have a knife.
Oh, hey, shh. Just here.
No, you have weapons.
I know.
Zylrona.
I give her.
You're the only one who has weapons.
Hey, Zylrona, here, two more indexes for you. There you go. Have fun with that. Showing that at people.
So can I put 4?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, I guess I cut my finger with my hand axe or something and try to write it.
Okay. Same thing happens. Can't write.
Well, there it is.
Okay.
I
Like you can
just-
feel that you are on the page. You can even feel the grain of the page under your fingers. But as you write in blood, nothing happens. Nothing appears.
See, it's weird. And there are supposed to be people here, and they're not. So they're either invisible, like Benevolence said, or they just are going around doing something.
And you think this book is very important?
Well, it's mine now, because I took it.
Okay.
I mean, it's the only thing that seems relevant here. The rest is just crystals and artificial stuff.
Okay. I use identify on the book.
On the book.
Yeah.
Let me see how identify works exactly before I tell you something.
That if I give us a Google page that explains how this book works.
Okay. Make me just like a straight intelligence check. It can be Arcana if you want. You should make me an Arcana check, but just
It's not good.
how much?
It's a 6.
6. Well, identify helps you anyway, because identify just works. But what you get from the spell that you cast as you look at that book is that even the spell seems to have trouble understanding what this book is. The spell, so identify, tells you that this book requires some form of attunement, which means that you would need to spend some time with a magical item before you can use it, so that you can attune to it. You think that this book has that kind of property, but it's not the usual attunement. Bit different, it's a bit weird. There's something cold about it. Something still and cold. It's clearly magical in some capacity. You think that in some way it might help someone who's attuned to it to in that weird special way that the book requires, apparently. It might allow them to record and use more spells. You feel like this is a weird grimoire of some sort, a tome of some magical secrets. But it is very different from the type of magic that you're used to and that you know of.
Okay.
It's powerful though.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can feel the power coming from it. By the way, because you did an Arcana check, you're not sure, but there is a faint trace of magic being used in the room.
I did cast message, I understand.
You don't know what type of magic, you just know that magic has been used in this room.
Well, I turn to Dandelion. I can't tell you exactly what this does, but it does something. So we're keeping it.
Yoink! Lemon, shut up. You're not there.
What did you say?
You will suffer
Laura?
the
I didn't-
consequences from that as well, but you're not there now.
What did Benevolence say? I didn't hear.
I said, oh no, oh god.
Benevolence
It's
gets
my
a weird chill while she is listening to music.
It's my thing to keep books.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
We are
last
keeping
time it worked so well as well. There was
Zylrona,
some
I'm even willing to say
magic.
it's our book because you read it. You told me what it is.
Hmm.
Some magic
Well,
word.
it's magic, but I don't exactly know
Okay, and is there
much
someone
about
invisible
it.
in the room? I start going around
If they are
scratching.
invisible, I don't know, but there was magic used.
I'm
in
scratching
this
the air
room.
around the room. See if I
Yeah.
hit someone.
You're scratching the air in an empty room.
And nothing. I don't hit anyone.
Nope. You do hit your hand on a shelf. It's quite painful, but apart from that,
Okay.
you can also try an Arcana check if you.
Oh, yes.
you think.
Me.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
I mean, you know about magic.
15.
15.
See, more than I got.
Did I get this 15 from going around scratching the air? Did I?
Well, you are. You're going at it in a more sort of logical way.
Now that Zylrona told me that.
Now that Zylrona told you that magic was used here, there's this weird book, the two guards were attacked outside, the door is closed and was locked, window was locked. Like, it stands to reason that if people were inside when that happened, they would have heard it. They would have gone out, maybe, to check. They are guards, after all. The two guys that were there.
That were there, yeah.
And as you think about it, you recall something you read about Duergar, which is the type of dwarf that these dwarves are.
The zombie
Some
dwarves.
of them, actually a lot of them, can turn invisible naturally. So you're starting to think like the entire East Wing, where you are, is empty. There's no one else. The only room that was occupied, and you are sure it was occupied, was this one. Maybe, logically, we could think that the two dwarves that were there attacked the guards, maybe used some magic to make them sleep, turned invisible, and went and did something somewhere in the castle. And they took the precaution of, tying them up and closing the door behind them to make it look
Like it was someone
kosher.
else or something like that.
Like it was someone else, like, it doesn't come from here, it's all locked and everything. So yeah.
Okay, so I tell that to them. Zylrona, I think invisible people are going around the castle naked, doing weird stuff. I don't know what. Do you know of anything that could be happening in the castle that they care about? Besides spying, I guess.
Let me ask you this. What did you want the most in the castle?
Weird question. To go to the vault.
Well then, maybe you have your answer.
Oh my god, no, we have to go to the vault. Let's go.
Okay, let me cut back to Benevolence real quick, because we haven't heard from you in a while.
We heard her say, oh god or no, when she felt that chill down her spine, when someone got a weird book.
Benevolence. So Eddie finished his song, his weird song in a language that you seem to recognize for some reason, but that no one else did recognize. He did sing a few other songs, of course, but the performance is coming to an end. Was clearly just like a special performance. Just as a quick thing to thank the king, etc., for inviting him, and people are dispersing again. You do see, I will tell you this, you do see that Dariel approaches the princess.
Oh! I send him a message and I say, you go, big guy. Do it. Come on.
You see him just turning around.
You're making
and
it worse.
looking for
You're
you,
making him weirded out.
in the audience. He doesn't seem to find you, but he's like, oh god. He goes there. He seems to talk to her. You don't know what they're talking about, but he seems to be inviting her to a dance.
Ah, cool.
However, this guy is here.
Sorry, which ones? I was
the
writing something down.
the Magus and
Okay, the crew. Yeah, the space crew.
The space crew. They seem to. Actually, could you make me an insight check, please?
I sure can. Oh boy, it's a 6.
6.
Mm.
You see them moving around, going from people to people, and going closer to the right of that room. And there's something a bit like hurried in how they move. And they go back towards the king, who was talking like to a few people. They are closer to the right hand side of the room. They seem to be talking. That's when you feel a rumbling
Oh god.
Rumbling.
under your
Oh
feet.
my god! Coming.
You feel a rumbling under your feet. You see a few people looking up, thinking, is this an earthquake? Is this, that's weird. And then you hear a muffled you think it came from the basement. And then you hear a second. And that's where I want to stop for tonight.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
okay.
Eren Yeager is attacking. Eren.
What?
I'm assuming me and Zylrona felt a rumbling as well, where we were.
You did, yeah, you did
Okay.
feel it.
Okay. Just so you know when we start the next thing. Okay.
No, you did feel it. Yeah. You also felt it. Yes.
What?
Well, that was the first part of the ball. Obviously, thank you all guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. And we certainly hope to see you next time. Bye.
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 Bye.